to episode 7 of the Rusty Rubies with our E3 special, and goddamn, we're recording late. I'm one of your hosts, Darren, and with me I have my compatriots, Justin.
Yo, what's good?
Deontay.
I am so tired.
And Cameron.
Fuck that game, bro.
Man, we ain't even going to talk about that.
For context, we're not talking about a video game this time. We're talking about the Golden State Warriors kind of losing to the Raptors. So
we sat out here on this side of the coast.
Yeah, that's the only reason we're recording so late. So
And supposedly Cam broke Klay Thompson.
Bram break Clay. I was supporting that nigga, and then right as the words left my mouth, the fool decides to go fuck up his knee. I'm so sad, bro.
Yeah, this is his game. Like, you might as well be Madden, dude. Like the cover of Madden. Your mouth spoke it into fruition.
Well, whatever. We're just going to hop right into it. I'm not going over nothing. We're talking about E3. It's happened. It was okay. And
you guys see Sony's presentation?
Fuck you. So, we're just going to start Google Stadia Connect. That was last Thursday, where they delved more into what the fuck Stadia is, how it's going to work, and how it's going to suck out all of our money, because I don't think any of us are going to go for this shit.
From what I'm hearing about the Stadia, my data cap is not going to agree with me doing any of that.
I don't think any of us are.
It sounds cool in the sense that, like, when when I was listening to what games were coming out and stuff, it was weird to hear, coming out on PlayStation and Google Stadia. I'm like, oh, wow. It's already happening. That's a thing. That's a thing that these other latecomers to the party didn't really have. So
yeah. So before we go into the conversation, let me just kind of run off through what they kind of told us. So to use Stadia in general, you need to have, for you to run it on your TV, you have to have a Comcast Ultra. Of course, on PC or your laptop, you just open it through Google Chrome. There's going to be a Stadia app for tablets and mobile, I guess. And also you'll be able to use any controller besides Stadia's, as well as going to have keyboard and mouse support eventually. They listed a bunch of games that's going to be available at launch. Whatever, we'll go over that later. But the key points, Stadia Pro, which is going to be their subscription service, pretty much Stadia's Game Pass. It's going to be $9.99 a month. And they announced a Stadia Founders Edition for $129.99. That's Comcast Ultra, a limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, as well as 3 months of Stadia Pro, as well as 3 months for a friend, so that you can have somebody try it out.
So I'm still tempted about buying that.
Hey man, if it's available, go for it. Somebody needs to test it out, and as of right now, with
$9.99 is honestly not that bad. I know that that subscription service as well. I read something about it coming with the entirety of Destiny 2, the game.
So yes, the big game that they kind of highlighted alongside Stadia Pro was having base Destiny 2 with, I think, everything up until Forsaken and the new Shadowkeep expansion. But also you still buy games for Stadia, so the subscription isn't everything. You can own the game and then you're just streaming it. And I guess they said that it's 35 megabytes per second to run with 4K and at 60 frames per second. So that's all the base stuff. Let's talk about it.
Wait, so what's the difference between buying a game and then just receiving a game through the subscription service?
So it's pretty much Xbox Game Pass. You have that $9.99, whatever game is available on Stadia Pro, you're able to stream that game and just play it. As compared to if you want Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you buy Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Stadia, and that's your game. There's just not a console connected to it.
Got you.
And the thing that they didn't kind of make blatantly obvious at the start when they were talking about Stadia Pro is like, okay, $10 a month, cool, but it's making it seem like the games that they talked about or that are going to be available at launch aren't going to be part of Stadia Pro, like at the start, that they're going to be adding games over time like they do Game Pass.
I think it's gonna be a flop, bro. I think it's gonna, yeah. I don't think it's. I just don't see a fucking market for it. And we talked about this in the first time that we had the conversation. Like, is it gonna be like one of these nichey things, or is it gonna be something that people actually want? And nothing has really excited me to the point where I'm like, yes, I need to go out and do this.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
I mean, I think the fact that you can play it on a bunch of different apparatuses, like you can literally go from.
There's that word again. This nigga keeps using
Apparatuses.
Devices.
Nigga, Justin has a
devices.
sex room, bro. It's decided. Justin officially has that second bedroom. That's why he
What I
can't
got?
use it to record.
Oh my god, I have apparatuses hanging in my second bedroom. Yeah, that
Makes
is what
sense.
that is. No, sorry, devices.
Thank you.
You know, that right there makes it at least like it makes the idea or the concept fun. You know, the fact that you can literally go from, you know, I can go from my TV and then say I needed to go run an errand or something, but you know, I had some time to kill.
But look at all the constraints on that, though, right? Like, it depends where you are. What if where you're moving to, whichever location, doesn't have as powerful internet connection as you? Like, we're not talking about no standard base internet connection that everybody has. Like, you better have some specs on that shit for you to even be able to pull up one of these games. And so,
Yeah.
I think, like you said, like the premise of it is super interesting. But when you put it into like real world application, like who's going to be able to take a game from, let's say, home where you have dope ass Wi-Fi, or if you're me, shitty ass Wi-Fi, and you move to like a Starbucks, or Starbucks may be a bad example, but you move to your friend's house or the laundromat or wherever it is. What's to say that they're also going to have strong enough connection to support not only you but multiple other people trying to log on and use the internet at the same time? You know?
Yeah, so they're saying that the recommended minimum is being at least 10 megabits per second, and that would be running you 720p with 60 frames per second, and then up to the 35 for 4K HDR, 5.1 surround sound, all that jazz.
Yeah, I was about to say,
like
because
I
one
had-
of their premises was the fact that, you know, it was supposed to be friendly for everyone. Like, you know, it was ability, you know, had the ability to be.
So we wouldn't have been able to use that in the hotel in Atlanta at all.
I mean, not even on your phones.
But okay, so you want to use
For
your
like an
your mobile
hour.
hotspot you're using your data from your mobile hotspot to run that.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Wait, mobile
It's-
hotspot? No, I think he's talking about running it straight off of the hotel's
Are you
Wi-Fi.
talking about?
No, I
You're
was
still-
talking. No, I was just talking
still
about
has to
running
be
it off your
certain
phone.
Specs.
Are you talking about just running it off your phone?
Yeah,
I
just
don't
running
think
it
they're
off your phone.
specifically. That's still using a certain amount of data, though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's true. Data caps and shit, unlimited is not unlimited, right? You hit a certain point,
Yeah.
they slow your shit down.
You get
So
throttled.
what of people had calculated out after what so if you were running at the highest like capabilities at the 4K 60 frames whatever, within 66 hours, if you were on Comcast 1 terabyte plan, you're capped.
How many
Damn.
hours you say?
66.
66. So that's 2.2 hours of playing, of maximizing play without doing anything else. So that's not using your laptop, that's not using your Wi-Fi on your phone, that's not you playing any other games, just that you're capped. I see that as a huge problem.
No, I mean, but
bro,
even
goes
Yeah, that's a definite problem. I mean,
It
I
is.
hit my cap sometimes when I I have 2 Xboxes and I bring too many people over to play and I'm
Let me put it this way.
doing too much shit. Like
Us even doing this call right now, this is taking up that data.
Yeah,
Right.
You're right. Again, bro, it goes back to that first conversation where we said it's a good premise and a good idea, but when it comes into like application, I just don't think it's gonna pull itself off as well as it's seeming right now. You know, like yeah, it's gonna take a few years for them to get that shit right, and maybe people aren't even gonna be interested for that long. You know, so it's another Google Glasses.
129's that's a good starting price, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Baldur's Gate got announced. Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out though. That's cool. That was the game they led with, saying, "Hey, this is coming to Stadia." Ooh. So
Is it enough though as a first party title? Is that like
it's not a first party title. It's coming to
it's
other
not?
things.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not exciting. Who gives a fuck?
Yep.
Give me
Okay.
at least one first party title, bro. If you're trying to sell a console.
I don't think there are.
Just saying.
Yeah, I wasn't super excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I mean,
I thought it was a cool announcement, but
it was, yeah, exactly. It was cool, but I'm not super excited about it.
yeah.
Google could make a game, bro. Like, come on, do something exciting, bro. Something. Pick up the rights to one of these games that people have been waiting for years and drop that. That will sell the console right there. You drop Final Fantasy fucking. Okay, I'm not even gonna go into that, but yeah,
Well,
you know. If you know, then you know.
If you know, you know. Any other thoughts on Stadia before we go on to the next thing?
Crisis Core for Stadia.
Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, super fuck you for that. Super
But
fuck you.
again, it's a good idea.
All right.
Because wait, real quick
I
question,
mean-
Deontay. If they dropped that game for Stadia, would you buy it?
Anton would buy it.
Okay. Well, there you go. You got Anton as a buyer, so
We
And
got Anton 6 as a buyer.
I'm pretty sure there are plenty more Antons out there. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm done.
All right. So I'm gonna. So
Shout out to the Cheesy Boys one more time. For
Cheesy Boys in the building. Shout out to y'all.
This. Yeah.
So before we move on to the next big thing, I'll cluster these next two. I didn't put in the drive, but just quickly talk about it. On last Wednesday, they had the Pokemon Direct, so they talked a little bit more about that.
Yes.
Showed off a couple new Pokemon, showed off the legendaries, the two best boys, Shield and Sword best boys.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that shit.
Out there.
It comes out November 15th. Movable camera, open world looks dope. You see them just walking around in the world. Some of the new Pokemon they showed off look cool. And yeah,
Dynamax.
Dynamaxing, the biggest of boys.
The biggest of
The
boys.
biggest of boys. Hey, can I please say that, like, and I think I agreed with Cam when we talked about this. The legendaries don't look that good.
They look dumb as fuck, bro. I feel like these are the worst ones so far. I'm so sorry.
I like the
but,
sword
like,
one, but the shield one looks. It doesn't. I'm not the biggest fan.
The Shield one reminds me of Zoids. Remember Zoids?
Yes,
I do
yes,
remember
yes.
Zoids.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
actually,
you're
both the
right.
sword and the shield one remind me of Zoids.
Yeah, that's a good observation, man.
The sword one is just one of many dogs that has swords in games. So I'm like,
Yeah.
But
cool.
how
Right.
could he? It's in his mouth. How the fuck is he gonna use it?
Dark
I mean,
Souls, the great wolf Sif.
Yeah, dude.
He
I
does it,
mean,
and he's a
Cam,
big-
you've watched
he's a
you
badass
watched
dog.
enough anime to know that they can fucking do that shit. So stop.
Yeah, but not make
Repeat
it look
and
good.
Tales of
I've never
Vesperia.
seen that shit and thought that it was good. I think it's stupid.
It's Pokemon, dude.
Yeah,
There's
but-
a trash Pokemon, my friend. It's an actual trash Pokemon
Actual
that
trash.
evolves into more trash.
Fair enough.
And
but
ice cream Pokemon.
You know what's that's even whacker is that the game itself is called Sword and Stone. I mean Sword and Shield.
Shield.
Sorry, Sword
He's
and
very
Shield.
British, children.
He's very
Sword
British.
and Shield, and literally the two legendaries are a Sword and Shield. It's like,
Did
fuck,
you not
bro,
expect it to? The
I did.
logos gave it away.
Yeah, I did.
The fuck
I
last
expected
generation, there was a sun
A
and
nigga
moon.
can hope. A
No.
nigga can hope.
No, it's Pokemon, dog.
Last generation, it was a sun lion and a fucking moon bat.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, but it wasn't as literal though. Like
Yes, it
they
was.
look. I mean, okay, yeah, it was, but they look dope. So
that. Yes, it was. So they get a pass.
They get a pass.
Zacian
I don't
and
know.
Zamazenta. The names are throwing me off, but I like them.
Okay,
And
can we talk about the real best boy though?
oh,
Yamper?
the Thunder Corgi though.
The Thunder Corgi. I've decided that I'm just gonna get a team of 6 of those, and I'm just gonna fucking lose every battle, but I'm gonna lose with grace.
Man. And so okay. So just because this is the one conversation I had with, once again, shout out Cheesy Controller Podcast, that I've had with them.
Shout out Cheesy.
So they're with Pokemon Home. I guess they said you can't transfer older. There's not going to be a national dex in the game, so you can't transfer a lot of your older Pokemon to the game.
that's not what they said in the
That's what
first-
I think. There's going to be some more that we need more clarification on that.
It's something like if it's not in your Pokedex.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like Tyrannitars moving around. You see Rhydons in the world. Like you see older Pokemon, but I guess like if they're not in the Galar Dex, then you can't put them in. And personally, I don't care. I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah,
playing this
I
new
mean-
Pokemon for the new Pokemon, not for the older shit. So I wanted
That's such
to
a
see how you
small
guys felt about
setback.
that.
It's like in my eyes, it's like the fans have gotten really, really used to something that was honestly, it wasn't just something that should have been expected. This is something that was great. It was given to us like as an extra gift, and basically this is like the kid not screaming because the kid screaming because he didn't get the extra 12 presents for Christmas. Like you legit got
Yeah,
your
you're
shit,
right.
dude. You got your Xbox or whatever the fuck you were crying about the first time, and just push off.
Yeah.
You're right. I can hear that. You know, aside from the 2 legendaries, who really stole the show on the internet though, right? My nigga Wooloo.
Wooloo?
Wooloo literally
Wooloo?
stole the spotlight from them 2 stupid ass dogs, and people can't get enough. I don't quite get it, but like I'm with it though, because he kind of looks like a Jewish a Jewish sheep, I guess.
A Jewish
And I'm-
sheep? It's a sheep.
Yeah, because
oh,
yeah,
it
but
does
you know
have
how
the,
you know how yeah, Jewish people have the like the braids
I just
down the side.
sent a meme I found in the chat.
Is it something to do with like
Of course, it has
Jewish
something to do
rabbi
with.
sheep.
No, it has to do with Wooloo.
oh? I'm
And
like
it's
scared to
amazing.
bring it up in case this shit closes right now, but
I've seen that.
oh, real
It's
talk.
terrible.
I've seen memes that are showing like Wooloo fucking taking the spotlight from our last fan favorite sheep, whose name was
Marie.
remind me. There we go. Yes,
Yeah, I've been seeing
I'm
that
with-
too.
I'm with it though. He's cool. He's a little Rasta sheep, and I can dig that. I feel like it's a lot of hype around a Pokemon that's not necessarily part of like your starting 3 or one of the legendaries, and that's dope. I always root for the underdog, so
As
let's
long
get
as
it.
it's not a Bidoof, we're good.
oh yeah, for real. For real. But let's talk bigger though. Let's talk Dynamaxing. What the fuck?
So, okay, so I honestly don't care. Like, of course, there's always some form of gimmick in the Pokemon game. Mega Evolutions were the coolest thing in this past couple generations.
Mm-hmm.
The Z moves, or for you, British person, Cameron, the Z moves, were dumb,
Yay,
in my
Zed.
opinion. Yeah, I know about those.
I like. Part of me likes the Z moves, but then I think about your character doing those shitty poses. and I'm all like,
Ginyu Force shit.
They had
the
to pull
straight up
Ginyu Force
Super
poses.
Sentai shit. Like, I'm good. That can never come back, and I'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm A-okay with it. If they give us new Pokemon forms, like, so once again, there were plenty of leaks, and with this trailer,
Hey, leaks.
a lot of stuff got confirmed with the like how can I say it? Gameplay actually at E3. Like Yamper wasn't part of the trailer, but it was playable at E3. So was this it was a dark fairy Pokemon called Impidimp, which was part of the leak, saying that new typing, as well as some of the like key characters that are going to be part of it, part of the leak. And there's still stuff that like everything that's been announced so far has been part of that. So there's stuff that hasn't been announced yet that's been part of the leak, but it's slowly getting more substantiated because so many things have been getting right. So I'm like, cool. Once again, I like to be excited, but if I know the shit's coming,
Yeah, kind of fizzles out. You know what I like about Dynamaxing? Sorry to go back, but
no, it's fine. Go for it.
out of everything, I think that like the whole principle of Dynamaxing really like gives us an answer to that I think many of us, maybe just me, have asked in terms of Pokemon lore, and that's why in the show have we seen like these huge ass Pokemon, right? That just, I mean, I remember seeing like this big ass Dragonite, but then when you've seen the Dragonite later on in the show, he's not that big, you know? And so I think this kind of gives an answer to that question that's been on a lot of our minds.
You are shooting for the stars, mister.
Sure it won't. Because these people can't remember their own continuity. Like, I don't know how many fucking birthday parties Ash has had.
Ash is technically like 17.
No, that is an old man. Ash is an old dude.
In the show, he's had like
It's
6,
getting
7
creepy.
birthdays.
It's getting creepy. But yeah, I don't think that's anything they're gonna address as far as retroactively in the show. I think if anything, they're gonna use that gimmick in the show moving forward.
Oh, you know they
Yeah,
will.
So
for real. But people, like the fans, will automatically be like, "Oh, that's what happened. They were just Dynamaxing," and I'm okay with that,
I've
man.
already seen
That one Dragonite that
Fucking-
nobody knew about besides this one lady
I
at this
already-
one lighthouse.
that was like that one bird that carries you around and shit.
Oh, Corviknight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just fucking still shots of all these fucking carrier birds from the past Pokemon games, and it's like, it was always him.
Oh,
They're already
Lord.
getting started. Like,
You know the best memes though are the shit that are like Dynamaxing could be dangerous, and then they fucking show the one whale Pokemon.
Because Wailord
Dynamaxing
is the
above-
legit
Wailord,
largest
there we go.
Pokemon in existence, and Dynamax that motherfucker just
Bruh, it's like Earth is done.
pretty much.
could you imagine like Dynamaxing something really useless?
Like an
Bidoof.
Dynamax Bidoof.
I love how
Or
we
just
keep
a-
coming back to Bidoof. Poor guy.
Yo, wait, have you guys ever seen those Bidoof? Wait, Darren, those you showed me those.
Pokemon Rusty.
Yes.
Oh, I was about to say, every time I see or think about a Bidoof, I think
He's a
about
golden
the Island
Bidoof.
Dead Bidoof coming out of the fucking Pokeball from Pokemon Rescue.
Cam, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen it, but dude, it is
This
hilarious.
is, we got to show Cam. That shit's.
Oh,
that
so
shit is
okay,
fire.
so just before we move on, and because my boy John, I think it was in Diamond or Pearl or something like that. He was playing it. He went back and replayed it before he even ran into anything to get Pokeballs or anything. The first Pokemon he ran into was a shiny Bidoof, and he couldn't catch it because he didn't get Pokeballs at that point.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude.
That's amazing.
I was like, that sucks. It's still a fucking Bidoof.
Yeah,
But-
but like
You ran into a shiny Bidoof and could be like, okay, bye. I can't.
I can't do anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The
And
Bidoof
that's
is
a
like,
a
fuck,
queen.
bro. what does a nigga have to do? Like, I'm over here shiny and shit, and niggas still don't want to catch me.
That's why he showed up. He was like, "Hey, guess who I am? Guess what you don't have."
Right. And then we got Nessa, the new water gym leader, and
Is that the black chick?
Lord,
Queen.
yes,
Queen.
Lord, yes, Nessa.
Queen.
That's all I gotta say.
The queen.
Queen.
We ain't had one. We ain't had one since Brock, right? Or am I wrong?
You hella wrong, dog. We've had.
Hella wrong.
Oh yeah, you hella wrong, bro. Yeah, no.
We had one last gen.
Oh, you right. My bad.
Olivia. Queen.
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 Hey, but she's super queen though. Hey.
Hey, Olivia was too.
Oh, here we go. Pervy ass Rupee about to start with his shit.
I wasn't even about
Anyway.
to start. I wasn't. I was just saying she was super. She was like super queen, like because I hadn't seen her yet.
Okay. Well.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So-
Rude.
Two
So I
words.
win-
Body pillow.
I don't
Hey,
have
no.
a body
In fact,
pillow.
in fact, 2 words. Darren. New tech.
New.
We are not talking about the new tech right now.
That'll take too long for this episode.
You're
Oh,
lucky that we.
no.
You're lucky that we have
Um,
so much content.
you know,
You're
Right.
so lucky that we have so much content that we can't get to that.
No,
because,
yeah, we can't
bro,
talk about that tonight.
That
No.
would be your ass. I
No,
wanted
I
to
don't
talk
wanna hear
about that,
that, yeah.
so much. Okay,
Don't-
but for
don't
the
worry,
for the
Cameron.
for the
We'll
listeners,
come back
if,
around
if,
to it.
if you want to take anything from this little fucking diversion, it's new tech. Just keep that in your minds.
No,
Mhm.
no.
Fucking tech.
They will forget it.
New tech.
They will forget it. They will forget it.
Yes.
As will you.
Never.
Oh, I won't let.
Never.
Okay, so.
You are hella rude. Hella rude.
So on to the next thing before we start getting into the big shows. And the only thing I want to talk about from Saturday is EA. So EA's EA Play. I don't give a fuck about any of the sports. None of it. Literally zero. I think there's this FIFA Street mode or something coming to FIFA. Good for them. But Star Wars looks kind of cool.
Wow.
Star Wars does look cool.
Star Wars
Okay,
looks
so
like
all right,
that
I
shit.
wanna
Yo.
run that back for a second. I do want to run that back for a second because
But go for it.
as a man who doesn't give a fuck about FIFA, that Volta trailer for the FIFA thing sold me. Like,
Okay,
I was
did
like,
you watch it? I didn't. I did. Like I said,
I did.
watch
I
anything sports.
legit
Go for it.
sat there and watched it, and I was like, "Yo, this is kind of like having a FIFA Street inside of the FIFA game." And of course, they talked about like the customizable stuff about that. the customizable shit.
Football.
You can customize your character.
Yeah.
It's basically you out there. It's underground football, pretty much. But it felt fun. It felt way more fresh than the Forza, or not Forza, my bad, the FIFA we'd been seeing. And I like these changes. You know what I mean? I like the fact that these yearly games are going about, or at least this yearly game is doing something a little different than just changing the roster and shoving it
Because
back
they
out to us.
finally realized they need to do that and that it's slowly not working anymore.
I mean, it's FIFA. It's gonna work.
True that. Out of any of their sports game, FIFA's the one that will
Right.
continuously make them bank.
Dude, I have literally played FIFA in multiple countries. Like, so I was in the U.S. and right before I went to Japan, I played FIFA at my homeboy's house. I got to
FIFA's
when
fun.
I got
like, I ain't going for, like, out of any sports game, FIFA's fucking fun, and I see
yeah,
why people.
I agree. Like when I was in Japan, my host brother actually had FIFA. It was one of the only games he had that I wanted to play, and
Damn.
it was super fun though. Like I spent most of my time actually playing FIFA.
It's actually really huge in England too, but
Oh,
there's always a
I'm
there's
aware
always a
of that.
Yeah. No.
there's always a competition every year between who's going to get the better game out of FIFA and Pro Evolution. Is Pro Evolution still going actually, or have
You know
they
what?
stopped?
Now that I think about it, I think PES hasn't been out in like 2 years. I want to say because it
Oh,
was always a
shit.
flip flop between
Right,
I
it
would
was always
hear
back and forth.
FIFA's
Yep.
good this year, PES is better
Yep.
this year. Like I
Yep.
knew
Yeah.
that was going
Exactly.
on.
Damn,
Huh.
crazy.
I actually need to do research on that. I haven't heard PES in a minute now. Actually,
That's true. I don't remember the last time I heard what, like 2010?
Damn. Damn, has it been that long already?
Oh no! It, like I said, 2 years. So 2018 was the last one. There wasn't a 2019.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. But then I guess nothing's been announced for next year yet either. So that's
well, they come out the same way as FIFA, so there should be a PES 2019 that came out last year,
Right.
but there
right.
hasn't been anything. So.
Mm.
Oh wait, is there a PES 2019? Never mind, there was. Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
It came out in 27. I'm confused. It's Konami. Whatever.
We
moving
need
on.
to do more. We need to do more research.
Clearly. But
Clearly.
but okay. So
Oh,
sports
never
games
mind.
aside
Excuse
then-
me. Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 hands-on yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
okay. I guess
Still a
we're just
thing.
not up on the sports news, but
I don't try to be.
No, me neither.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
so with that being said, Star Wars, guys.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
looks good.
It does look
It
good.
looks
I'm
so good.
I'm still not sold though, honestly.
I am. I'm sold. I'm sold. I really like the concept of this kind of like rogue Jedi, but he's not just like this rogue Jedi. He's like young, right? He's like a Padawan, right? And so
Yeah.
I like that concept.
And that Forrest
Yeah.
Whitaker's in it.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, is that Forrest? In fact, I made a note saying, I literally wrote down, remember to talk about Forrest Whitaker.
If you guys have seen Rogue One, you know he's just reprising his character and shit.
Exactly, but still,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
cool.
but still, for him to be in the game.
And that means that it's before Rogue One, so.
Hey.
I mean, didn't we kind of know that?
A little bit, but well, we knew that it took place in between episodes, but not Rogue One. So we didn't know where that lined up. So we knew it was around Star Wars Rogue timeline. So, and I don't know if he showed up in Star Wars Rogue or not.
But it looks cool anyway. The action looks cool. You know, the one thing that I've always liked about Star Wars games is just the fucking the environment and the ambiance that make you feel like you're actually inside the world of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like I love like hearing fucking fighter jets like speed past in the background and hearing the music and all of that. It's just, I don't know, it takes me back. I remember being young and playing, I don't know if you guys ever played the episode 1 game. I actually had it on PC, but I don't know if it came out for anything else, but it's the one game that I played on PC. And same thing, bro, like just getting to go through the world of Star Wars and hear the music and hear those fighter jets like going overhead, and I don't know, there was just something about it.
Mm-hmm. So watching the gameplay for it, because I think I just went back and looked at it yesterday finally, but all these normal ass stormtroopers are some bitches. They shoot their blaster. Get them. They are one-shotted. Everything
So
except for those
it's
purge troopers
accurate.
were getting one-shotted. And I was just like,
Sounds pretty accurate to the movie then. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
you're right.
accurate, but I mean, like, gameplay-wise, just one-shotting these stormtroopers is interesting. The force powers looked cool too, though. So I don't know.
They
We
did.
will
Which ones
see.
did you see
Huh?
in particular? Were there any that stood out for you in terms of force powers?
He was able to like freeze things. So like he was like as he was traversing the environment, like there was a giant fan that was moving, and so he used the force to stop it,
Uh-huh.
and also like pull back so that it was just perpetually just like not moving. So he was able to cross through, and he
Oh,
was able to
shit.
do that to enemies as well. So he would pull them towards them, stop them, and just kind of like walk aside, and then another stormtrooper shot a bullet, and he stopped the bullet and pulled the stormtrooper towards it, and just so
Oh,
so
the
like
fuck?
the shot stopped
Yo,
in
that's
midair,
OD.
and so he pulled the stormtrooper and pushed him into that shot so
Damn.
that killed him.
I was
Yo,
like,
that's OD.
hard. So it's like Matrix style bullet time or what? But just like times
He's
10?
just stopping it, like it's not moving anymore. It's not like he's doing it in slow mo. He's stopping the shot.
Fuck, that's dope.
Okay.
So I'm like,
That's dope,
alright.
that's dope. That's
All
dope.
right.
I think that could be fun. I'm for
Yeah.
it.
November. I think that's a couple days before Pokemon. So, yeah,
Consoles?
yeah. PC, PlayStation, Xbox. I don't think Stadia. I don't think that was one of the things.
Aw.
Yeah, we gotta
There we
consider
go,
Stadia.
Another thumbs down.
Well, actually, I have a list. Let me see what's.
You have a list of thumbs downs?
Not thumbs down of games that are launching with Stadia. Shut up. Yeah, Star Wars isn't one of them. So,
Is there to backtrack again? Is there anything interesting on that list that you're like, other than Destiny?
Wasn't there Doom?
no, because it's well, yes, but there's nothing that I look at on this list and makes me go, I want to play this on Stadia instead of my PlayStation.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Everything that's on
see.
here, I can do on that,
Mm-hmm.
and not burn through my data cap.
Yeah,
If
fair
you're
enough.
listening, Google first party
Google.
titles. Google, for real. Pay attention to just what's happening in the past, bro. First party titles sell consoles. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
like niggas bought the Switch specifically for a game like Zelda, or now
Smash.
for Smash Brothers. Exactly,
Yeah.
like
We'll
Smash.
get there.
Smash wasn't out at the time, but like, come on, bro, just evidence. History repeats itself, bro. Just pay attention to what's happened in the past.
Continuously.
Like,
For real.
shit.
All
Let them know.
Anyway.
Preach, brother, preach.
Yes.
All right, so
Next up.
is Microsoft. So, me and Deontay did a watch along to this.
I was there too for a little bit
I know you
Vi-
were. Appreciate you, brother.
via Twitch, you know.
Yes, so we streamed a bit, had some live reactions to some of this. They announced a lot of shit.
They did. It was
Um,
stacked.
So it's a big lineup, but I'll only go over. Actually, do you know what, Deontay? You go over it. I know you got your
I don't
notes.
want to
up.
go over the
You the
line.
Xbox
I
guy
know you.
You
I'm
the
a-
I
Microsoft
really
dude.
don't feel like going over the
with
line.
the green and black behind you, and their squares too, aka
They can't-
boxes. Woo.
This is an audio podcast. I can't see that.
I mean, I'm
Stupid.
giving them a verbal description of what's behind you. Plenty of green and black boxes. Go ahead, my dude.
I fucking hate this. All right. I'm tired, y'all. I kind of want to skip over a lot of the shit that they talked about. You know, they talked about the Outer Worlds. Looked cool. People were comparing it to... What were they comparing it to, Darren?
It's made by Obsidian, so they are the ones who did Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3.
They're directly saying this is like the spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas, and like when you first watch the trailer, it's like, all right, but the longer it goes in, you totally see it. It looks like the Fallout game we should have gotten.
What,
Bleeding
instead of-
Edge.
instead of Fallout 76.
Right,
We'll
Ninja
get
Theory's
to
Bleeding Edge. Minecraft Dungeons. Yeah. So
Yeah, more Minecraft. It was so stupid. From the makers of Minecraft, here's Minecraft.
from the makers of Minecraft.
So dumb.
Dude.
Ori got a date.
Blair Witch.
Yo, that actually
What?
looked pretty good.
So that's
Fuck at the same
that
time though, right?
that was dividing me as a person, right? So I'm
We
all
were
like,
looking at that shit like Outlast 3.
this is some decent looking horror game, I guess, and then Blair Witch pops up, and I'm all like, yo,
And
what?
it's out in August.
Yeah.
year are we in? Who decided to license this? Like,
right. That's why.
who
I
was
said, what
sitting
the
in a
fuck?
fucking room and saying, "Oh, you know what we should make? A fucking Blair Witch game." Like, who decided that that's what they were gonna do that year? I don't know. It was weird to me.
It's so random.
It is stupid random. But I guess it's cool. I kind of want to save Cyberpunk, but fuck it. You want to just that? Okay, because
We could come-
I feel like talking about Cyberpunk, we kind of got to talk about spoilers, because as much as we knew about Cyberpunk, the highlight, or at least one of the highlights of E3, was the ass end of the Cyberpunk trailer with Keanu Reeves. It just fucking blew
K's right now.
everyone out of the water, and
Right, Keanu Reeves.
I feel like
the game got better.
if we-
People were sold, and now they're extra sold.
right,
Yeah.
people are extra sold. That you can't fucking fabricate that. You know what I mean? You can't. If we knew Keanu was in the game, that moment wouldn't have been so magical. We would have just been looking forward to him maybe showing up.
True. You know what? Okay, so I think it was cool that they showed that off, because I don't think there's ever been a time when there's been a celebrity cameo in a game that they didn't make that known. Like, ever.
Okay. I was about to say, because I was about to say, there's been a bunch of celebrity cameos.
There's been a bunch of celebrity
not one that they
cameos,
made
man.
known.
Yeah, but this is cool. Like, Keanu's just so...
He's
him.
Yeah, I love Keanu Reeves.
He needed this too. The last time I seen him was a couple weeks ago, and they were saying how down and out he was, and he was at this. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing.
He's been everywhere this year.
Yeah, he just did John Wick 3.
Bro, but I'm telling you, they showed pictures of him like on the side of the screen.
It's a sad
like,
Keanu thing, right?
Yeah, the sad Keanu thing, exactly. Where he's like looking just
okay.
down and out, and his like belly's hella big and shit. But like, I'm happy for him though, man. Get that shit, like. Oh yeah, the internet has recently gone crazy over his name again, and they've started this meme where you change his last name, so it's like Keanu at the bathroom, it's like Keanu Peas.
Keanu at a funeral, Keanu Greaves. Keanu at the library, Keanu Reads.
Keanu trying to grow a flower, Keanu Seeds. It's like shit like that.
I knew nothing of this
bro,
meme.
It's so stupid.
Right now the world loves Keanu Reeves. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Man.
They do. They literally
love Keanu
him.
Reeves. Like,
John,
bro, they were
dope.
screaming for him during that shit, and I was like, "Good for you, bro!" Like,
this
I'm
game
happy
is
for you, dog.
breathtaking. You're breathtaking.
you're
breathtaking.
I was like, yo.
I actually told my girl that. I was like, it's funny because like he said
the
that.
dude who yelled that out in the crowd, they're giving him a free collector's edition.
Oh shit!
That's dope.
They're just like,
you're breathtaking.
Hey, but the funny thing is, like, I really feel like when Keanu Reeves said that, I feel like he meant it. Like, I really feel like he meant it.
Yeah, he did.
He was taken back by it. He was just like, "You're breathtaking." You saw him stop.
I was like, "No, you're breathtaking."
So we got Neo in the new Cyberpunk. That's exciting.
He's so pure,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a match made in heaven. Fucking Neo. Because let's be real, Keanu and Neo are like one and the same at this point.
Oh yeah, it's like Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And
except Ronnie Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. can play other roles and not just Iron Man.
Hey, he now has
Fight
John
me,
Wick
fight
though.
me, fight me,
He
fight
has John
me.
Wick now.
John Wick is just Neo.
John Wick.
No.
John Wick is just Neo.
No.
Hey,
because Neo, even in
Neo
his most
playing a game,
even in his prime, Neo was never sure of himself. Like even in that last fight with Agent Smith, Neo looked like he wanted to like quit and go throw up.
I've actually never seen a John Wick movie, so I should just.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm
not
sorry.
one of them.
I think
None
I
of them.
spiked. Oh my
None
god!
of them. And I don't
Have
know
you
why.
seen,
I've never been interested in watching it before.
Yo,
have I seen
Have
what?
you seen
Constantine?
Bill
Yes.
and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
No.
Yo, I'm a Cam.
Oh, so you
I am
haven't seen
upset
Bill and
at you. I don't know if I should disown you.
John
or not.
Wick.
Nobody's
is a
ever told.
movie-ass
No,
movie.
nobody's ever told me to watch it. The only time people have seen hyped about it to me is with this latest one, and people. Have
Bro,
been
no.
Like, oh.
2 was
Yeah,
fucking phenomenal.
you've missed 1 and 2. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, I'll watch it. Babe, we're gonna watch
Keanu Reeves
John
is a
Wick,
treasure.
okay?
Yes, he is.
Keanu fucking Reeves. Yeah, we need him. All right, so pushing forward.
Well, hold on. Cyberpunk 2077, April 16th.
Oh yeah, my bad. April 16th.
Next year.
Duh, because we're already past the April 16th of this. You know what? I'm sick of your shit.
Hey, so other than Keanu, excited or not?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes,
excited.
definitely.
I was
Yeah.
excited for that game when they announced it.
Yeah, the trailer
So,
was great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
The
gonna.
We're
Be
all
fucking idea was great.
The cover art is fucking phenomenal. If anybody's seen it, I'm not. Seen
Dude with the yellow background.
Yes.
Dude with the yellow background. All right, Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot
I've been-
about that. Fuck.
I've been needing a solid side scroller beat 'em up for a while, and even though this has a art style not everybody's happy with. I
like it.
personally am gonna fucking love this game.
Oh yeah, I am definitely gonna love that game. I'm gonna love that game with all my heart. Hit me
Yeah,
with
there's
the
a
nostalgia
lot
stick.
of games in these notes I'm not gonna mention, Darren.
That's fine. Like I said, I
So-
knew we weren't going to
Hey,
mention everything.
Hey, at least say the name and then just brush past it.
Spirit
No.
Fire.
Spiritfarer looks amazing.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk
That's
about
why I
Spiritfarer.
said to mention.
See,
the
that's
name
why I
just
said to
in
mention
case
it because
anybody
I
has
didn't want to
something
do it
say.
because I didn't want to do it because we're like 45 minutes into this recording.
I told you this was going to be the longest one, and I
Jesus
knew this was going to
fucking
happen.
Christ.
Yeah, and guess whose fault it was that we started so late?
Just
It's still long though. All right, so
I'll
okay,
do
I want to
it.
talk
I'll
about that.
do it.
I'm jumping straight to this because this kind of pissed me off. All right, so we've been waiting on seeing what this new fucking Dragon Ball Z game was. It was given
I'm so
this
excited.
mysterious. Oh, you would be. You totally would be excited.
I'm excited too. That anyway, carry on.
Continue.
I'm a little miffed.
I think I'm
So-
on your side, Deontay.
What?
Basically, you're telling me I get to play through the canon story again
Again.
with. Okay, I like the quote unquote idea of this free roam, right? Where there's this world you want. I've been wanting that since what was it, Budokai 3, where they had the little world you flew around
Yeah.
to do the story mode. But this is pretty much exactly that.
No, it's not.
No. What's different about this is the space in your instances when you go into your fucking instances is about the same space as the area you fly around in. That's great. That makes those transitions look good. But essentially it's fucking what was the fuck? It's Xenoverse with an open world. The fucking gameplay is still Xenoverse. They just slapped an open world onto it. And you're calling this a new game? Like, I mean, the way they packaged it was like, ooh, this Project Z, like this is new groundbreaking shit. Like, no, it's Xenoverse again. But you slapped an open world over it and called it an RPG. I'm sick of your shit.
I mean, I do think the concept is nice. Like I saw the trailer for it, and or not the trailer, but the short gameplay they showed of it. I mean, I'm gonna buy it. Like regardless, I'm gonna buy it.
But you also like GT. And it's going to keep coming back around to this.
Hey, GT is becoming more and more influential into the
Shut your
universe right
bitch
now.
ass
So
up.
So,
Shut your bitch ass
shut your bitch ass. So, no, but the thing is, I only bring that up to say that you love your shit.
I do love my shit. Yeah.
You're not buying this because you were on the fence and this pushed you over. You're buying this because you love your shit.
This
Fair
looks like a sleeker Xenoverse. I'm looking at the gameplay right now too, just to see if this would change my mind. But
Okay, but like, I feel like there's more to it. Like, I watched an extended gameplay trailer that had like an interview with one of the developers, and like, there's gonna be a lot of like side shit, like the fact that like Goku has to like fish to eat, and eating is actually a concept that will help you in the game, you know what I mean, like build your stats and shit, and like, you know what I mean, it's not just a simple
Okay.
like fly from
When
place
has
to
that
place.
shit ever really been fun in a game?
No, but the
Final
fact
Fantasy
that it's
15.
a Dragon Ball Z game, and the fact that eating is such a big part of Goku's life,
so I'm
you know
just
what I
gonna
mean? You know what I mean? So it
say,
just makes
Cam,
it yeah, go.
I'm just gonna say, the moment you said you have to fish, my interest in this game shot way the fuck down.
Yeah, but why though? Like, niggas like to fish
I
in
hate
Pokemon
fishing.
and shit.
No.
Niggas don't
I
like fishing in
hate-
Pokemon.
I
Niggas do it because
hate
they
fish.
fucking
Okay, yeah,
have
but
to.
this is a bit different. Let me get this right. So Goku uses his tail to fish, right? It's this whole comedy scene where he like gets his tail, puts it onto his butt or some shit, turns around, fishes, and then flips the fish into the air, and then you attack
So,
the fish while it's in the air.
How
That's
far are they
dope,
going
dude.
back? because Goku hasn't had his tail since he was a kid.
No, I
feel like after the third time I've
I
done
think it's
that,
a
I'd
joke
be sick of
thing.
that
I think
shit.
it's a joke thing where it's like a fake tail that he sticks on, and I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's the Dragon Ball Z game that a lot of people have always wanted. Like you said, you've always wanted an open world, and it's cool. Like, fighting is not the only thing that you're doing. That you're flying around. There's like people just in the environment that are just there because they're people. No, they're not there because you have to interact with them. They're just there. There are animals that are just there. Like, you know, the dragons and shit that appear in like earlier Dragon Ball episodes. Like, it's a world, dude. I mean, it's not completely open world because I know they have different like environments.
You're relegated to zones, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I feel like it looks cool. The only thing I'll agree with you on, and the only thing that irked me, is that we're playing through the same story again.
I mean,
like,
but you know
over
what they're gonna do. They're going to have you play through the initial story, and the expansions will be, you know, the Cell Saga and on and on and on and on and on.
I don't
know.
think so.
No,
You don't think so? You think it's a
Z.
one shot?
The developer said that they're
No, they're
stopping
gonna
at Z.
take you from start to finish in Z, and then
Uh-huh.
you might get some shitty what ifs like
It
the
goes
old
up to
Budokai
Frieza,
days used to
so
do.
Oh, it goes up to
It goes
Frieza.
up to
That's
Frieza.
it?
They
Are
said
you
up
sure?
to Frieza. They said Frieza. I'm
And
pretty sure they said Frieza.
So that's what I'm saying. So you think it's only going to be a one shot?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. Then if
Yeah,
it's
I
only
don't
up
think
to
the DLC.
Frieza.
I don't think if they do DLC, I don't think it'll push the story further because they're gonna want to juice a fucking sequel out of it. And if you're gonna, if you're doing something based on main content, you know, based on just history of Dragon Ball games, what you do is you fucking give it an endpoint, and then the next game you recap all you did and push the endpoint a little further.
Remember Budokai? Remember Budokai 2? Remember Budokai 3 and how we just pushed it a little bit further
Just
each
kept
time
pushing
and
it
did the
a little
same
further.
thing up until you got to that new point?
Yeah.
I see that happening again.
I hope not. That would be unfortunate.
Except
looks-
it's
it
worse
looks
off
cool.
this time.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
Like, looking at the
It's just-
gameplay a little bit more, I'm like, I can see...
yeah,
I'm this is a
gonna
game
buy
I
it.
gonna be
definitely need a
fun.
beta for.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy
I need
it.
a
It's gonna
beta.
be fun. Me too.
I'm
And
not
I
I'm not gonna buy
myself
it
from you.
for the same reason I didn't buy what was that shit? The fucking J All Stars, and it's for the same reason I didn't buy.
Oh,
Yeah, but
look,
no,
it's a
no,
Look,
you can't say that.
Hold on, hold
Yeah,
on.
J.R.
we
And
knew
it's gonna be
J.R.
for the
was gonna
same
be
reason.
whack.
It's gonna be for the same reason I didn't buy Jump Force, and it's gonna be the same reason I didn't
That
buy
too.
Naruto, because I fucking hate that battle system. Until they change that battle system, I'm gone.
I get
It's-
that.
Yeah, fair enough.
All of those games they put out, pretty much, it's the. If you close your eyes or squint really hard, it's the same game.
Yo, hey, I've always wondered why they never like mashed a fighting game and an RPG together. Like why you couldn't have that that kind of free roam, but you know, say you were into a battle, you could actually battle. Like say if I used my fight stick, like I would be able to battle using my fight stick.
Tekken kind of had.
Tekken's done that and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't done it, is because
I was
those
about
two
to say
things don't mesh
The
well.
closest they came to that were like the 2D
Well-
Tales games, like Tales of Destiny.
Legendia, in a sense.
What was the name of the open world Tekken thing that they did again?
Tekken Force.
Tekken Force. Yeah. Tekken Force. There we go.
It's trash.
I remember Tekken 4.
The first one was not too bad, but the one that they did where you fight, I think Devil Jin at the end, that one was trash.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah,
let's.
super trash. Oh, but
Let's
one
move
thing
on.
to highlight about the Dragon Ball game as well, sorry, that's kind of exciting, is that I guess one of the developers on it is the same people that did Azura's Wrath. You guys remember that game?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good
I love
game.
the Zura's
That
Wrath.
was a good game.
That
So
game was
I'm
dope.
like, it was.
That
But Justin, I
explains
think we
the-
played. Justin, I think we played.
No,
it
that
together,
explains
actually.
that
Yeah.
fucking quick time fishing event you just described.
Yeah,
It
right.
really does. It makes that whole thing make sense.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
Are we
let's
still
just
on?
kind
Are we
of
still on
push on.
Xbox?
I mean, we didn't mention the Ultimate Pass.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's start mentioning main point stuff. So they talked more about Game Pass Ultimate as well as Game Pass PC. which by itself is going to be $9.99 a month. But Game Pass Ultimate is going to have Live, Xbox Game Pass, and Game Pass on PC all for $14.99 a month.
Dope.
So, yeah, for all of that together for $15 a month, cool.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It's very
This is
Deontay, did you
promotion right
see
now.
if how much like a year would be? Did they talk about that at all?
I didn't see it at all.
Okay, but still, for $15 a month to have 100+ games and your Xbox Live all together, that's not bad.
Games are pretty fun though.
Not at all.
Yeah. Let's see that. Microsoft has acquired Double Fine, so I think that's big news.
That is
Because
big news.
Double Fine is a amazing third part, just indie studio throughout the ages.
You could say they're a
And-
fine studio. In fact, they are Double Fine. That just happened. That just happened.
Oh my god.
But, ladies and gentlemen, this means that Microsoft has got their grubby fingers all over your precious Psychonauts.
Yes, even though Psychonauts is still going to be coming over to PlayStation and PC and all that jazz. So
Hey,
Because, you know, Xbox
don't
play
take it away
nice,
from
baby.
us.
Not yet. Like with Ninja Theory, like their 4v4 melee game, Bleeding Edge. Like, they've already been working on that, but now that they have Microsoft money to bring it to fruition, it's like, okay. that's
Yo, I'm actually really excited for that game.
cool. So
Which
I
one, Bleeding
said
Edge?
this to Deontay,
Bleeding Edge, yeah.
that even though I know they've been working on it for a couple years, it still looks like an Xbox-ass Xbox game. Like, that looks like something that Xbox was like, oh yeah, we want that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fingers all in that.
They're just like, oh, you can take this money, finish that, we want it.
Yeah, but still, that game looks so dope, man. Like,
Looks cool. Let's see. Microsoft Flight Simulator looks fucking too good for what it is.
For real, we were all making guesses of what we thought the game was.
And then it was nothing but fucking planes. And they're like, this is the flight simulator.
Nothing
Microsoft
but
Flight
fucking
Simulator.
planes.
Let's see. Forza Horizon 4 cross Legos, because why?
I don't know because
Because
all right,
why
so
not?
this is my thing. Forza Horizon and Forza Motorsports have been going bi-yearly, pretty much like the Call of Duty games were before they added their third studio. Turn 10 does Motorsport, Playground does Horizon. I've heard talk of Playground trying something new, like
They
doing
are.
something new with their
That
like
is
a
confirmed.
new open world game. Turn 10, I have not heard anything of them trying anything new, so my thoughts are they're either saving the Forza Horizon, or not Forza Horizon, they're saving the Forza Motorsport announcement for a later event this year,
One of
or
their Inside Xbox.
no, there's
We have not Tokyo Game Show. We have Gamescom.
yeah,
Gamescom makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
or Turn 10 is working on something different. But, you know, because it's a motorsport, I highly doubt that we are going to get a break from that without further without advance notice. You know what I mean? Like, people set their clocks to Forza releases pretty much.
That is true. Yeah, Gamescom is late in the year, and Forza is usually coming out around October, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
I don't know.
Let's see. Gears 5 has a date of September 10th.
Mm-hmm.
New 3-player survivor mode. Neat. I know that's your
There's
game, Deontay, but
so much
Gears.
hype. So much hype.
Fantasy Star Online. That was-
Yes!
Ooh.
Yes!
Fantasy Star Online 2.
Yes!
Shout out to the young lady on my friends list who, when I fucking posted Fantasy Star Online 2, she commented, "Oh, they're finally making a follow-up to Fantasy Star Universe," and I didn't have the heart to comment. I didn't have the
say
heart
that
to
it's been
correct
out
her.
for
Like,
7 years.
I didn't have the.
You know what's so funny? I had Phantasy Star Online, the first one, on my Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the only one of those games that I've played, Fantasy Star games, and I enjoyed the.
I
fuck
played
out
the
of it.
one that was on PS2 and loved it.
It's so
I
good.
played Fantasy Star, the really old one.
I don't,
Damn,
remember,
it was-
I don't remember why
it was
good,
interesting.
but I know it was good. I know I had fun. I just don't.
It
I
was
don't
good.
remember why? I just.
That's
and
all
I-
you need to remember is that you had fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's super fun.
Okay. Oh, and so he back to leaks and why I hate them. Tales of Arise got announced.
That was
It looks
cool.
amazing.
It does look amazing.
It's a new game from Bandai Namco for their Tales of series, Tales of Arise.
So good.
That got leaked a day before. Elden Ring, which was the George R. Martin cross Hidetaka Miyazaki game, the guy who does Dark Souls, that game. Both of those two things, as well as Ni no Kuni remastered, all got announced or got leaked the day before, like they were actually supposed to get announced. So when they actually did get announced, I'm like, cool, it's all coming.
you
I'm happy. I guess.
you lost your lost the hype.
I would see Elden Ring. I'd be excited just to the fact that we kind of knew about it. I think still dimmed it for me, but I didn't know a name. But the Tales game, I was kind of upset.
Yeah, because the Tales game does look super good.
Like it looks amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait because I played Tales of Berseria. Oh, that game is lovely.
I know Deontay's played both Berseria and Zestiria, right?
I've played a lot of Tales games.
Yes.
I've
Last
played
one I
a
really
lot.
messed with was Graces.
I don't want to. I actually didn't play Graces, but I've played Fantasia, Eternia, Destiny, Symphonia, Abyss.
Yep.
Yeah, Tales of
There's-
Those
Abyss.
I
are the
played
two
a
main
lot.
ones I played.
Yeah,
Abyss.
Tales of Abyss.
Tales of the Abyss needs a fucking remake. It legitimately.
Yes,
For
it
the love
does.
of God.
Yes, it does.
For the love of
Please.
Oh my god.
Please.
Replica.
Please.
One of my
That
favorite
music.
quotes from the series comes from that. It's a Jade. It's this random scene when he talks somebody into like carrying him upstairs or some shit like that, and they're all like, "You're perfectly healthy. Why are we making you, or why are we lifting you?" And he goes, "No, I've been frail since birth." Like that was the shit.
Hey, can I? I just want to pop in something real quick. I don't know how many of you guys have played Xenogears, but I hope they remake that.
Who made it?
Square.
We'll come back to that. And so okay, I'm done talking about Microsoft. So final thing, they officially announced Project Scarlet coming holiday 2020, and that Halo Infinite will be launching alongside it next year.
Ooh.
That was a given.
And from the stuff that I really picked up, goes up to 120 frames per second
8K.
and 4 times more powerful than the One X.
Damn.
Yeah, and they also talked about something regarding cloud streaming. I definitely need to go back and look at that a bit more. But once again, streaming, I'm...
Meh. We're still on the fence. We're all on the fence.
We're all on the fence about that streaming thing, but yeah. So they've confirmed next holidays we're getting a new Xbox something.
And Halo.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, yes, Halo Infinite is going to be the launch title, so that's definitely going to be a system seller for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Off
I
top.
mean, it looked good. The trailer looked really cool.
What, the swirling around of... Oh, you're talking about Halo. Okay.
You thought he was talking about like the
The Scarlet talk.
No.
Scarlet talk.
I thought
and
those scrolls
showed
gonna,
some
like, turn into
processor
something.
shit. Yeah, I thought we were gonna see a shape or something.
Yeah, something.
Nah.
No.
Now
They don't love us that much.
introducing
Anyway,
a fucking cassette player.
they did pretty good. I enjoyed that direct. I mean, that fucking... Whoa, what is going
Conference.
on? I'm so tired. Thank you.
That
Fucking
conference,
blame
that
you, Cameron.
You know why?
presentation.
It's because I'm referring to the people who probably stole the whole entire E3 show, so that's why. That's why I probably keep saying the direct. And if I randomly click my fingers, then you know why.
Okay.
You're excited.
Okay, moving on. So Sunday happened. Oh wait, no, we're still on Sunday. Bethesda happened later on in the evening, and God was I bored.
Yeah,
I was about
yeah.
to say, can we switch to this?
Yeah, the
Wasn't
only
I
thing
kind of talking shit about Bethesda beforehand? Like how
You were like, I'm not watching it.
because I knew it was gonna be
These
ass.
niggas
I mean,
love
the
their
only one
mobile
I was
games,
actually-
huh? They love their mobile games,
Yeah.
bruh. This
Commander
Hey.
King.
Didn't I call it? Didn't I pretty much call it and say they were gonna do a fucking what was that other ass company I fucking mentioned?
Ubisoft.
No, fucking.
They're not ass, but
I
Diablo.
was gonna say that's fucked up, bro. What?
Yeah,
As I have an Assassin's Creed tattoo.
I know you
Listen.
jerk. Hey, dude,
Hey,
but
man.
but come on, like I thought Ghostwire Tokyo and Doom Eternal looked
Okay.
pretty good.
Doom Eternal looks dope as fuck. Wolfenstein looks dope as fuck.
Yes,
Deathloop because black people.
yes,
Ghostwire Tokyo. So initially, I was just like, cool, that looks interesting. Spooky times because Tango Gameworks. I was thinking Evil Within 3. But that sweetheart of a woman that popped up on stage, Ikumi Nakamura. I immediately became infinitely more interested in Ghostwire because she was the background artist for Okami. She's worked on Bayonetta, and she was a character designer on Evil Within, and she's now the creative director of this game. So
Ooh.
she has a repertoire of past games that have been amazing.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Oh, I am so much more interested now.
Mm-hmm. And like the character design that she made looked fucking terrifying. So I'm just like, she's such a sweet Japanese woman. If she made this, give me that. So,
Give me that now.
so I'm all for that game.
Yeah, so Bethesda not horrible.
No, it's still okay. You guys all watched it, right?
Yes.
What the fuck was with those 4 guys in the front of the crowd? They stayed. Whoa! Yeah!
That's all they
They-
came for.
Them niggas
Man,
got
they were
paid
hype,
off.
man.
Them
They,
niggas
they,
got
they were
got
they were the
paid.
hype men.
They got paid the fuck off.
That's what I'm
Bro.
saying. They were the hype men.
Nah.
Todd
That was
Harrelson
love.
standing there
It's-
for 7 to 8 seconds of just. Mm-hmm. Whoa! Fallout 76!
Yeah, they went hype over that, and then even when they were like, we got some feedback from Fallout 76. And when they talked about the new mobile game, it's the best mobile game since Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, they got paid out. Yeah, they got paid out. Yeah,
Like, who
they got
gives
paid.
a fuck?
They got paid
bro?
to hype that shit up.
What?
We heard you guys, and we're adding human NPCs and new quest lines.
And
Do you guys like battle royales?
if you like the mobile game, guess what? It's coming to the Switch. Calm
And
down,
now I'm done
bro.
talking about Bethesda.
Yeah,
Fine,
thank you.
fair enough.
It makes me sad because
Oh my
Fallout
God.
3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I loved that game. So yeah.
Let's see. And then later on the night, Devolver Digital had a stupid, weird conference direct. that
Ooh,
they
can we
love
talk about
making
Carry
fun
On,
of.
please?
Carry On looks so fucking cool.
Dude,
Talk to
dude.
me.
So
all right, so-
Carry On
okay, go ahead,
is reverse horror game. Justin, go ahead and describe it.
Man, all right. So you're on a ship where you play an alien who's in captivity who winds up escaping.
Okay.
And so like Darren said, it's like a reverse horror. So instead of trying to escape and kill the evil thing, you are the evil thing.
Oh shit.
Dude, and it's crazy because you look like this. It's like a tentacle monster.
So imagine Carnage,
Yeah.
but just a blob, just
Yeah.
an evil red-looking blob,
It's called Carry
tendrils
On.
and all.
Carry
Carrion.
on. Yeah.
So
Carry on.
Carrion.
Oh, okay, got you.
dude. But you can eat people. It just looks so dope. Like you like go on a rampage basically and try to eat as many people as you can.
That's what's up. That sounds interesting. It looks interesting. I'm looking at it now, actually.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Let's see Devolver Bootleg, which you can get now, which is pretty much bootleg versions of their own games.
Yep.
Which I'm like, cool. All right.
What and why though? I don't get it.
Because why not?
Okay. I rest my case.
Because what?
What and why? Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, but what does
and some
bootleg
other
versions
games
of their games mean? What does that even mean?
like cheap looking 8-bit ass versions of their
Yeah.
games. They said just like, I got a genius idea. You know how people make bootlegs? Yeah, we're gonna do that for ourselves. But why would we do that?
I don't know.
Cause they'll buy it.
And people
some-
will buy that shit, of course.
That's some gentrification ass shit. They profiting off bootlegging now. What?
Exactly. No, they made that joke. That's pretty much what
That's
they
funny.
said that? Oh fuck.
they're pretty much like, we'll make a profit off of our own bootlegs. It's genius. Like,
Oh, no, it's gentrification. Like, y'all
they
trying to
even
turn
made a
some hood shit into some popular shit. It's like the fucking bars that sell like gourmet 40s and shit. Like what? And it comes.
gourmet food.
You haven't seen that shit? Like the bars in
No.
like LA and shit that will serve you a 40 in a brown paper bag and it's like a hipster bar.
What?
You've never seen that? Yes,
No,
bro.
I have not. That sounds horrible.
Anyway.
Deontay's dying. Just throwing that out there.
I am. I'm so fucking tired.
Okay, so we're almost done.
No, we're not. We're not.
I'm gonna.
I'm looking
it's
at this
Ubisoft.
list.
I
Okay,
feel like,
Ubisoft,
we, have, I feel
we're
like we
gonna
haven't even
fucking
got to
keep
the
it.
good part yet.
I'm letting
We
you know,
haven't.
people.
You haven't heard the
I'm
snap
looking at
yet.
this list of the shit
Snap.
we have to talk about. We're like over an hour into recording right now. I'm gonna die. There's so much to talk about. There's so
And this
much to
nigga's-
talk about. It's 11:16 right now.
You know the fact that you're not saying anything is also making you extra sleepy because you're just sitting there.
Cause I can't fucking say anything. My brain isn't fucking working well enough to try to figure out what the fuck to say about these damn games.
Ubisoft. So
I don't. Only thing I know about a damn carry-on is that I couldn't carry any fucking liquids in that bitch.
Oh my god.
That's the only
No,
thing.
that's not the right carry-on. Not the right one.
NT. Who's?
He fell asleep.
Watch Dogs Legion.
Which, by the way, was not the game that I was talking to you guys about. I know what it was, but we'll wait for the snap.
Oh, okay. It was okay. Cool.
But
So
anyway,
yeah,
Watch Dogs Legion.
Yo,
It's
that game
in
looks
London.
weird.
It's a Watch Dogs game where you can play as anybody. You can recruit anybody.
It actually looks interesting.
Then talk about it because I don't care.
All right. I like what really got me was
Oh, and by the
I
way, this game was also
saw-
leaked.
right. What really got me was I saw a permadeath. A character as one of these people died, and it was a permadeath. Now that mattered to me because each of these people are important. Like each of them have different skills. They have different skill sets that contribute to this team overall. So I'm wondering if one of these permadeaths could fuck up your shit for the rest of the game.
So, like,
Now, if they ha-
die, they're like done.
They're
They're
done.
done.
Oh shit.
Right. So like you got to recruit people, but you kind of got to be careful who you're using in what situation. So you don't want to use your tech guy in a shootout.
Right.
So like
You call on Granny Dog. All right.
hold on, Granny, right? So I'm like, me being somebody who I didn't really like the first Watch Dogs, not gonna lie, and the second one, I felt personally slighted because Oakland was about like 3 blocks long. So this actually looks decent, and it's not my home; it's yours, Cameron. So fuck that whole
That's
thing.
true.
up.
It is in England. That's right. That's right. It is in England. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, yeah. March 6th, 2020.
2020.
Don't care about Rainbow Six Siege.
Nope.
Brawlhalla got
Nope.
Adventure Time stuff.
I love Adventure Time stuff.
Yes, you can play as Finn, Jake, and Princess Bubblegum.
This is all I
Brawlhalla
have
now.
now that the show has ended.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint has this community program that you could sign up for. There's a beta in September, and we didn't talk. So back to Gears of War. There's also a Terminator crossover, and there's also a Terminator crossover in Ghost Recon for a reason. Yeah.
Because of the new movie.
Yeah,
Because of the
cross
new movie.
promotions.
Promotions, yeah. They're like, we'll give you money if you promote our stuff.
Oddly enough,
So,
if you see a little bit of both of their stories, it makes sense. It makes sense for both of their stories to have Terminators.
it does.
Fair enough.
One of the leaks, and with that disappointment talk we had last time, there was no Splinter Cell that showed up. But Sam Fisher did show up in a shitty mobile game called Elite Squad.
What's up with people in their mobile games now? Like,
Fuck 'em.
They make money. They make a lot of fucking money.
They
off
I mean,
do
I know
make
they
money.
do, but still.
3 words, Justin. In-app purchases.
Mm-hmm. Jawan, Jalen, I'm looking at you too. You mobile gotcha fiends. Let's see. Just Dance 2020, still on Wii.
Wait,
Ha,
how the fuck's that gonna
ha.
work?
Yeah, how
Not
how is
even
that
Wii
a
U.
thing?
Not even Wii U. Wii.
Yeah, how's
You
that?
know why?
because-
Because that's who buys that shit.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Them grannies. Them moms.
That's because hospitals also bought plenty of Wiis to help people rehabilitate.
Yep.
How
I
much?
did actually know
How
that.
much is a
Wait,
brand new
wait,
Wii? If you wanted
Dude,
to buy
do
You
a
don't.
hospitals
They
need
don't
to use
exist.
the...
how much is a brand new Wii game?
$40, $30 to
I was
$40.
going to say like $30, yeah. $30.
And usually the only game is Just Dance.
I don't expect hospitals to be playing the most modern of music, so that's nice of them.
Yeah.
True.
They just need, instead of releasing a whole new game, they just need to release like, I mean, I guess Wii is before the time of like, like game expansions and shit, right?
Yeah.
Last time I was in a hospital, they played "Kiss Me" by Sixpence None the Richer, which was like a total '90s song, and I was like, "This is nice."
This is nice.
This is nice.
Let's see. For Honor's getting a new thing on June 27th. Cool,
Yeah.
I guess.
Did you
whatever.
guys ever stay up with For Honor? Because Darren, I know you played for a bit.
I played for a month.
I played when it started off for a couple of months, and then I went back like probably last year for a minute just to see how much it had changed, and it was pretty much the same, just with more tryhards.
Pretty much.
No. Like I know I started playing a little bit, but I don't know why I fell off so bad.
It was fun, and then it wasn't.
True. Yeah. I guess that's what it was. It was fun, and then it wasn't.
Yeah. There's a new Rainbow Six game called Quarantine, which is a 3-player co-op game, because I guess 3-player co-op is just the number now.
Yeah. Why is it the new in? Why is it the new thing?
4 is the magic number. Stop reducing that.
Yeah, why is it? No, seriously, like I've seen a bunch of games now where everything's like, oh, it's the awesome 3-player co-op. I'm like, what 3? What? Why 3?
Destiny. that
Because
new
3-man
Gears mode that's coming out,
squads
Rainbow Six.
are effective.
Fuck your fourth friend. Pretty much.
Your fourth friend only slows you down. It's always 3 people who are on their shit and 1 fourth guy who's just lagging, fucking late, drinking, watching the Warriors
Drinking?
lose and shit.
Wow.
I think somebody's speaking about
Wow.
somebody intimately.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Fuck the fourth friend.
Fuck the fourth friend. The fourth friend maybe had to start recording at a stupid late hour. That's besides the point. Anyway, then Division 2 stuff. You could play the game for free this week. They talked about DLC, and also there's a Division movie coming to Netflix with Jake Gyllenhaal. Cool.
I feel like the Division movie is gonna be more interesting than the game. Because, all right, I don't mean to be mean. Okay, I mean to be a little bit mean. But
Nobody
I played
here
through
cares
the
about
first.
Division. Dog, go in, go.
I
Do it.
played I played the first
like
Division,
Jake
and
Gyllenhaal.
not gonna lie, I paid attention to the little small shit, those little shitty notes, the letters, the little pieces of paper. I did all that in story lore. So the end of the game, story wise, I was like, wow, holy shit, this affects me. It's just easy to miss in that type of game. That being said, the rest of the game was trash. It was like you go to the dead zone, you play around, you shoot some strangers, you pretty much play tag for hours and hours in the mist, and then you turn your system off. And if they make a movie, they cut out all of that trash, and you just have the intrigue and the rest of that shit. You know what I mean? You have the story.
Yeah.
You have the little bit of that fucking game that I did enjoy left over, plus Jake Gyllenhaal. So I'm good.
Cool. Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, I actually like Jake Gyllenhaal. I like him a lot.
Jake
He's
Gyllenhaal's
dope.
dope.
Yeah, he's dope.
I realized
for a
Jake
Division movie, though?
Gyllenhaal was the shit
Fair enough.
ever since Bubble Boy.
Damn.
Bubble Boy sold me. I was
Isn't
like, this
Jake
guy can do
Gyllenhaal about to be
everything.
Mysterio?
No, yeah,
is
yes, he
Mysterio,
is. Hey, and well, I ain't trying to leak nothing, but yeah, okay.
I ain't trying to
Do
leak
it,
that.
leak it. We are team leak.
Ain't
It's
trying
not
to
a.
leak
It's a
nothing.
spoiler, my nigga. Spoiler. We ain't got no
Possible spoiler.
classified news.
Rumor
Yeah.
spoiler.
Spoiler.
What,
So
is
I'm,
this
I'm
the-
not gonna spoil it, but
Is this the
Cool.
Osborne shit or no?
no.
All right, and let's see. Also, Ubisoft wants to get part of the subscription service shit with Uplay Plus, which will be $14.99 starting in September on PC with 100 plus games and DLC. And Uplay Plus will also be on Stadia in 2020. Good for the fuck out of them. Nobody cares.
Damn. Everyone's trying to do streaming services now.
Hey,
EA's got
any-
one. Ubisoft's got one. Microsoft's got one.
Any
Once again, we'll go back to Square soon.
any Assassin's Creed announced? No, huh?
Yeah.
They said they were skipping a year.
Any more updates on Beyond Good and Evil?
No, actually.
No, huh?
They did not talk about it here.
But why though?
Well,
What the fuck, dude?
Yo,
that
can-
just means that
what's
it's
Yo,
going
can we
on
talk
with
about
that
Roller
game?
Champions,
What's going
though?
on with that game?
Well, the way that they were talking about the past two E3s is that this is their big ambitious game, and so even though last time we recorded, like I was like, I'm pretty sure it will be there. The fact that it's not means that that game's still a ways out.
Right, they need more time. Fuck.
Yo,
Yeah.
can we talk about Roller Champions though?
Yes, my nigga, that's what's coming up next. Calm your shit. Go talk about it. do
Yes,
it.
it looks dope. It looks hella dope. Like I
Did
actually,
we see gameplay?
huh?
Did they show off gameplay?
Yeah,
'Cause I know
there's-
there's a beta out right
Yeah,
now.
there's gameplay footage up.
Yeah, there's gameplay footage. Yo, it looks so dope. Like they liked it to what is it that the race the car one? What is it?
Ridge Racer?
Rocket League.
No, Rocket League. Yeah, Rocket League. They liked it to Rocket League. It looks super fun. Like it looks
I
like
was
it
about
was
to
definitely
say, I
something I'm
watched
gonna like.
gameplay, and it looks like Rocket League. It kind of reminded me of Rocket League, a little bit of Jet Set Radio, just because of skates and
Yeah.
a little bit of the physics. But the game itself that you're playing, like that specific version of Roller Derby, is rollerball without the motorcycles.
So, looking at the trailer, do you guys remember Road to El Dorado?
Yeah.
The movie?
You remember yeah.
No, about
No.
oh, this fool.
Just the ring.
I
and
see
the
where he's
ball.
going.
No,
see
I was
where
gonna
he's
say-
going.
If you guys remember the LL Cool J movie Rollerball, it was him and I forgot the guy from American Pie who didn't fuck the pie. Yeah, it was pretty much this. They played exactly this game, except LL Cool J was on a motorcycle, but the rest of the fucking teammates were on skates, and the game was exactly this. So, and I think that was a remake of an older movie too.
Yeah, it was.
I guess we're finally getting a rollerball game that we can't call rollerball.
Hey, they're trying.
game that
they,
you never
they
knew
can't
you
take
wanted.
rollerball. They can't take the name without having to pay out
Interesting.
rates.
Cool. Alright. And then lastly, we're getting this game, Gods and Monsters, next year, February 25th, and it's from the makers of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's all we know. It showed a dude, it showed some ancient Greek-like monsters, and yeah.
Cool.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we get to the conference that actually kind of we cared about. Square Enix.
Oh, not time for the
So
click
first-
yet then. Not time for the click. It will come.
Not time yet.
Okay. Square.
So they started off with Final Fantasy VII. As
Yes.
they should have.
What a way to start.
It comes out March 3rd, 2020. Now, mind you, this is the first part of the game. They said that this first part takes place, it was the story of Midgar. This is 100 gigs worth of content that each part will be the size of a full-length Final Fantasy game, and this first part takes up 2 Blu-ray discs. What the fuck?
That is massive. That is fucking massive, dude. Like,
So,
like,
for those who haven't played Final Fantasy VII, and like I'm in the middle playing it now, but I'm outside of Midgar. For those who haven't played it, you can get outside of Midgar within 3 to 4 hours, honestly.
if you're not
So
if
the
you're not
fact that-
speed running that shit.
So they're turning this 3 to 4 hour section of the game into a full ass Final Fantasy game.
Like
It's
I'm so
fucking
skeptical,
nuts.
dude. Like I'm like
I think they're so part of it has to be. Of course I feel like when you're doing that you've got to add shit. I feel like everything that's implied, everything that was implied in the original game is gonna get its own cutscene now.
oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Where you
Hell
can
yeah.
actually experience it
Right.
in detail.
Yeah, I mean, especially I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure like there's gonna be, because we already saw from the trailers that the boss fight was significantly different and is going to take a significantly more amount of time than you would
Yeah.
in the original.
So I don't know if you guys watch Maximilian,
Yeah.
Maximilian Dude on YouTube.
Maxi
I love
Dude.
that guy. But they played it at E3 and they were talking about it and just kind of going over how the gameplay was and everything. And they're like, yeah, this can work. I'm very curious on if they might throw multiplayer into the game, honestly.
Oh, that would be dope. That would be so dope.
Because the way they're talking about, and even with them showing it, how you can switch from Cloud to
Mhm.
Barrett to Tifa, and it like matters on situations. Because there are times when one of your party members, like you see Cloud get snatched up, and you have to switch to Barrett because you can't do anything with Cloud anymore
Yeah.
because he's caught. Or if there's enemies in the air, you can't attack them as Cloud.
Yeah, you have to use
So
Barrett.
you got to go to the dude with the nigga with the gun.
Nigga with the gun.
But they're going in on it.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
there's been many questions going around about how many parts of this game going to be, and they said we're not ready to talk about that yet because we're not sure ourselves.
Damn.
Wait, when you say how many parts, you're talking about DLC or no? Like they're gonna bring out
no, like
multiple-
game. No,
What?
dude, they're
Each
they're
part of
coming out with multiple games of
for
Final
just for
Fantasy
Final
VII
Fantasy
remake.
VII.
Yes.
Fuck.
Everything I just described earlier,
Right.
Was
that's part
one
one.
set.
100 gigs, 2 disc is just Midgar.
Yep,
And
just Midgar.
that's all they're releasing right now is just that.
Yep,
That's
just Midgar.
that's what's coming in March.
Fuck. And that's in your playthrough of the game is the first 3 hours of the game only.
Yeah, you can basically get through in the first 3 hours.
Jesus, man.
dude.
So-
But like, I'm scared. Honestly, I'm afraid because after I play through the very first one, I'll have to come back on here and be like, okay, this is fine.
From everybody's first impressions right now, like it's getting game of the show, like from a lot of people right now.
Yeah, I mean, it looks beautiful, and like it looks like a mixture of Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 13.
It looks like Crisis Core.
It does look like Crisis Core. It does. It looks like a vamped up Crisis Core. But oh, dude, when
looks like the Crisis
when they
Core you
when they
guys
announced Tifa
imagined.
though, oh my,
What did you say, Deontay?
It looks like the Crisis Core you guys imagined.
yes,
Nigga, fuck you.
yeah,
like-
I'm all right with that though.
It's like when you close your eyes and think about Crisis Core, the nostalgia makes Crisis Core look like that.
Yes.
Crisis Core didn't fucking look like that. Sorry, Anton.
Jesus. Man.
Nigga's gonna fly out here to fight you, dog.
Yo, but honestly, I can't. Like, I'm super excited. I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fanboy. So
And I know we were talking about last time our Death Stranding conversation and how I pre-ordered the collector's edition just because I can cancel it now. I got the special edition pre-ordered as well. But there are several different versions of Final Fantasy VII coming out.
oh my
A
god,
regular edition, a deluxe edition with steelbook, all that jazz, and then the first class edition, which
First
comes
class.
with a Cloud Kai figure and his
Comes
fucking
with a
motorcycle.
bitch on a bike.
And hey, that sexy bitch on the back, right?
yes,
Look at that
yes,
bitch on a
sir.
bike.
Which is $329.99.
Oh, my
That
pocketbook. Huh?
bitch got on black leather. That's why.
Bro, no, wait, but here is the crazy part. The price difference between the deluxe edition and the first class edition.
$89.99 or $79.99.
Yeah, 79.
$329.
$329.
Is it worth it? Probably not.
No, it's definitely
Are we
not.
stupid? Yes.
It's definitely
Yes,
not
we are.
worth it, but am I still going to buy it? I already have it on pre-order.
And then what was the question that you posed, Justin, that you were wondering? This nigga's dumb. So, we had offhanded conversations, and he's wondering if they'll do a collector's edition for every
Oh,
single
that's
part of this game.
right. I forgot I asked that question.
What
Dude,
a
no,
fucking
come-
cash cow, bro. Jesus Christ.
Hey, but
It is a cash
but
cow.
that's the question I wanted
you
to
know
pose
what?
to you guys. Like, do you think
If
they
the-
would come out with a collector's edition for every one they
Every-
did?
Yeah, probably.
A
Let's be
figurine
real.
for
I
every
would.
fucking party member.
I would.
The next one's gonna be Tifa. Oh my god. Fucking just juice them all.
If you know like that people are definitely gonna buy the shit, then why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like,
Nigga, that's how you bleed them.
Yeah, I mean, and because honestly, I was talking with Darren about it, and I told him, I was like, this collector's edition inherently is not worth it, because the only difference between the deluxe and the first class, excuse me, is the Kai figures. And don't get me wrong, like the Kai figures themselves are probably worth, probably $300 by themselves, but like there's not much difference between the two.
There isn't any difference.
There's no
It's just
difference
the Kai
other than the Kai
figures.
figures. And honestly, I know for a fact that I'm going to buy them.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's not worth it at all. But
I'm not even attached to Final Fantasy VII. Kingdom Hearts is my lifeblood.
Yeah.
But I appreciate what 7 is, and the more I'm playing it, the more I'm like,
bro.
I
Can,
really
all right,
like
can I
this.
say this
Look what
real
they
quick?
did. They turned
I
it
love
into
6.
multiple different games.
they did say this like
A
from
long
the start.
time
They
ago.
said this
Yeah.
a long time ago.
A long time
so
ago.
it's not a surprise to us that there's more than one part, but it's surprising that they don't know how many parts, and that the first part is a full. They said each part is a full Final Fantasy game.
Yeah,
That's fucking mind-boggling.
yeah, that's bonkers. Like if you've played the game, that is bonkers, bro. But
'Cause-
hey, can I? I'm just gonna throw this in there real quick. I love 6.
Yeah, I'm sure.
6 is
Because
fucking
it's
dope.
fucking phenomenal.
6 is fun. 6 is fun. It is so fun.
We'll come back to this.
Okay,
Off.
yeah.
Okay. But yes, Final Fantasy VII Talk. We're excited. Comes out March 3rd.
I'm
Fuck.
so excited.
Let's see, what else did they talk about? They talked about Life is Strange 2. It was there. Crystal Chronicles is coming to mobile. Last Remnant Remastered is coming to Switch, and it's already out. Dragon Quest Builders they spent far too much time on, in my opinion, but whatever. Comes out next month on the 12th. They talked about the Square Enix Collective racing game. Good for them. Square Enix music is on any streaming service that you can comprehend. So listen to that sweet, sweet Final Fantasy music. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Kingdom Hearts DLC Remind.
Yes.
Whatever symbol in the middle of that. It's coming winter, where you can play as Sora, Riku, and Aqua in later parts of the game, as well as other story segments. It better be worth paying for it, because honestly, so far, I'm not sold. I'm really not. I'm like...
I think what they've shown is just to be safe. I think they have a lot more to show. Just based on what they were fucking hinting at, this looks like it's going to fill in the gap of what I think was missing from the game as far as all of my theories go.
Agreed.
There's something
if this
there
is the
that hasn't been
final
touched.
mix, if this is the final mix that they're kind of, that we know they probably won't release, if this is DLC is this, cool, I'm with that. They showed Final Fantasy XIV's Shadowbringers launch trailer. It's dope.
Of course it is. It's so dope.
Dying Light 2, they showed that at Microsoft, but spring 2020. They're bringing Romancing Saga 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace Ambitions, because God, Square Enix, pick normal names.
Never. Never.
Those games are coming west. More mobile game stuff. Brave Exvius. More Visions. This new game, Outriders, by the guys that did Bulletstorm, is coming next summer. Interesting. They showed this game Oninaki, which I think is from the people that did I Am Setsuna. I didn't play it, but cool. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered.
Yes, please. Yes.
2019.
Yes, please. Oh, dude, have you seen the trailer?
Of course. Did you see the comparisons of the original to the trailer?
I have not.
I'll send you a picture of that. But I was thoroughly like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm excited because I actually I enjoyed 8, so I'm really excited to play it remastered.
8 was the one that I continuously started and got bored with, so I want to actually give it a chance.
Do it.
Yeah, the opening of it just is... The beginning of it just is very meh.
It is.
Yeah, as compared to many Final Fantasy games, so I'm like...
Fair enough.
I was hoping for the 13 trilogy to get announced here, but it didn't happen, and now Take Agent said that's perfectly fine. Do I care about the 13 trilogy? No.
No one does,
time for
but the music is amazing.
Ding ding. Very great.
No one cares. I've played the 13 trilogy, and I don't care about the 13 trilogy, but that music is fire.
It's way better than the games.
So funny.
And then they showed off Avengers, which comes out the day after my birthday, May 15th, 2020.
Yeah,
How do you guys feel about Avengers?
This shit looks mad mediocre, fam.
I thought it looked dope as fuck. I didn't understand why people are talking shit on it.
I think it's because of the graphics, right?
No, the graphics are okay. The graphics are fine. All right. First issue I had with it. We have the Avengers of San Francisco. It's great. You have Bruce Banner jumping off of the back of a Quinjet, which is fucking amazing. What you don't see is his transition from Bruce Banner to Hulk.
That is.
I immediately felt like I was robbed of an experience. Like, the one thing you could do to sell me on this, you just snatch away. Then I get to see some action from Hulk, and you can tell some of this is like gameplay.
Exactly. You saw some moments of Iron Man.
Some segments are gameplay. And the small parts of gameplay I saw in this whole trailer, everything felt like it was on some sort of rail. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
it was
hear
that
that.
camera,
Yeah,
but it all
yeah.
felt like it was on some sort of rail.
Yeah, I hear
and
that.
then this part, like, this is Square Enix. this is the Avengers. This whole thing is supposed to feel fucking special. But I have a whole bunch of Avengers who look like just normal fucking people on BART. Normal fucking people
You got
on
the
BART.
Avengers. The people were saying, "Why?" Just like you're supposed to get the Avengers, not their stunt doubles.
Damn.
Those aren't even the damn stunt doubles. Like Future, 5 years later, Tony Stark. Who the fuck was that?
Yeah, who was
Who
that?
the fuck was that? That was just some hipster
Who the
with a
fuck was
beard yelling at Bruce. Boy, if
fucks
you
with
don't
the voice
stop
cast.
yelling at Bruce. No, the
with the
voice
voice
cast is great.
Nolan
Hell.
North, Troy Baker, Laura
No,
Bailey,
that's
Travis
where they
Willingham.
spent all their fucking money. They obviously couldn't get any proper face models because they just found some. I don't mean to be that guy, but it just looks like they looked outside and found some chick to be Natasha.
Hey,
like-
Bruce's Loki kind of looks like him from what I remember from the trailer.
Huh? Well, that's because we're used to Ruffalo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Bruce ain't never looked like that in
No,
his
I
life.
know.
No, he has not.
I'm not mad that they don't look like
from Ruffalo's
Fucking Captain
character.
America, like, okay.
Captain
I
America.
get it.
Just looks like just.
I get it. Captain America is supposed to be just the plain white guy, but did you have to find the most plain white guy you could find to be the model?
That nigga got wrinkles on his forehead and
Jesus
everything.
Fucking crap. He looks like he says golly gee and not like it's like completely unironic when he says it. Like, holy shit. He totally would check you on your language too.
Yeah, he would. So
Man.
okay.
Golly gee, Stark.
Okay, the only person I did like was fucking Thor was alright.
Yo,
but
Thor
you
looked
can't
dope.
fuck Thor up.
Yeah,
you
Thor
just
looked
can't
dope.
fuck Thor up. I liked Hank Pym because Hank Pym, first off, the MCU version we have of Hank Pym is an old man. Cool.
Yeah.
Second, he was the only person in that whole thing who felt like he had any life.
Yeah.
Everybody else just felt like, oh, we're here and blah blah blah. Like, probably it was just a bad way to set that game up because
So-
you dive into story with the very first trailer. So it's like,
From what
Wow.
we got, and from everybody at E3 who got to see it at behind closed door,
Oh, no.
the trailer we got, it was a very bad representation of the game.
all right,
Everybody was saying, yeah, that's not what we should have. That was not the first impression they should have given us. Because what other people saw, they were just like, it looks way better than what we got.
Because what you're talking
I
about
would-
shit
I
being
would
on the
fucking
rail,
hope so.
it's like that over-the-shoulder camera, huh? Like
yeah,
it's
it's
weird.
like.
It's weird.
It's like I know that I'm going to fucking run over here
Right.
and then use my action buttons and then a
Right.
fucking command button is going to come up or some shit.
Like super
Like
linear,
that's what I feel
super,
is going to
super linear.
happen just looking at that game, and it makes me
You can
not
tell
wanna
what's
play
going to
that shit.
happen.
And this is from the people. This is from Square. Like, don't do that to me.
Square's published Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal
you have to remember
Dynamics.
this. And they've been doing all the Tomb Raider games, so I still kind of separate those two when it comes to things. So Crystal's developing it, Square's publishing it. You associate Square with a certain quality, but also Crystal Dynamics still. You have to remember that.
Right.
I can even hold Crystal Dynamics to that standard though.
Tomb Raider's declined over the years.
Not to the over the fucking rails extent though, like, or the over the shoulder. Like, I at least with Tomb Raider, I want to say it's not declined in the way that a game trailer like that would piss you off. You know what I mean? It's like they've declined in other ways, like storytelling,
Okay.
shit like that. But if you want to pick up a Tomb Raider game and shoot around, like, you know what you're getting, you know.
Ooh, it's
it
safe.
feels like a Tomb Raider game.
Yeah. Oh, but Avengers. May,
This looks
so-
like, look, if I'm Tony Stark, I want to fly around and be Tony Stark. This looks like I'm restricted to zones. I might be wrong. But I'm not sold.
Time will tell, my friend.
Hey, before we move on to the next big topic, another video that I saw from E3, and I don't know, like, whose what's the word that I'm looking for? Whose presentation it came from? But I saw a video demonstrating some more shit from Shenmue 3, which was very exciting.
That was at the PC game show that we clearly aren't talking about because, no, Shenmue doesn't look good.
Gameplay wise, I think it's gonna be good. I just don't like the way fucking Rio or whatever his name is looks.
It looks so stiff
Yeah.
and not like. Okay, so here's some kickback for Shenmue. Like it doesn't affect me in the slightest, or I think any of us, but I guess they're making it as far as PC wise. Shenmue 3 is about to be an Epic Store, Game Store exclusive. And for people who back the game on PC, with that change, they said that they are not giving people refunds over the change. So if people wanted to play it on Steam, and it's not on Steam anymore, they're not saying, "Oh, we'll give you your money back because you won it on Steam." It's like, nah, it's Epic Game Store exclusive now. There's no refund on that.
Damn, that's shady, bro.
I'm like,
This is
I
like
don't know about
my Final Fantasy VII. Like I love this game, like love it. So if they don't do it justice after all these years and all these fucking petitions, and I'm gonna be upset. Like
Yeah,
genuinely.
Cam, I remember you used to talk about Shenmue forever. You and Elijah.
Yeah, it's my favorite game of all time. Literally the number one.
I really need to play these games to understand your feel on it. Like, I know it's from a different time and everything, so looking
Yeah,
at 1
that's
and
what I'm saying.
2
It might not be the same.
don't look good. I'm not even going to say look good, just at the time. Like, it probably won't play as well. But specifically looking at 3 right now, I don't know, man. It's not looking hot.
Fucking bastards. And of course it's some fucking Sega entity, so of course they would fuck it up.
You know what?
Fuck
If you really
Sega,
want to
bro.
imagine the game, Darren, just take one of the Yakuza games and then remove literally all of the fucking fun from it.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, when I look at Shenmue, I think Yakuza, but Yakuza looks good.
Dude,
I've not-
Yakuza is amazing.
I've
I
never
have
played
all
Yakuza
of them.
before.
Cam, do it. It's basically Shenmue.
It's like Shenmue except for adults.
Basically,
And
yeah.
wacky.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why
In-
y'all
in
just
Japan.
railing on my Shenmue like this? I can't.
Because
Because there's a better version out already.
I don't want to take these books outside to let them air out. That's why.
Like, because when I was looking at the trailer, I was thinking of you, Cam, and I'm just like,
Oh, he's
I know
gonna
this is
love
my
this
boy's
trash.
game, but
I'm gonna buy it anyway, and then we'll come on and we'll have a separate conversation about the game, and I'll let you know my honest feelings about it. But until then, like, I'm holding hope, man. I have to. It's all I have, guys.
I understand, bro. I get it.
There's a
before
pie
we go,
chart, right? There's a pie chart, and half of it is filled with a raccoon and some dude putting out his trash, and the other half is filled with Darren looking at that Shenmue trailer. And that pie chart is just them both saying, "Oh yeah, you're gonna love this trash."
Jesus, that was.
That was a long way.
That
to
was
make fun of
rude.
That
me.
was
Sorry.
a long way to be an asshole.
That was hella
for
rude.
real.
Because you
Okay,
weren't
so
sure where he was
before
going
we-
with that. Like,
I wasn't.
I know.
I was just like staring blankly at the screen, like, okay, oh.
You're a dick.
For real.
So before we move on to this last thing, Justin, how was Grand Blue?
yo, okay. So, Grand Blue. So I played the beta version, and I played with I think her name was Frey.
I know nothing about Grand Blue. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I just know it's a fighting game.
Yo,
and
so-
based on an anime or some shit.
Yeah, so it's based. Yeah, so it's, I think. I think you're right. I think it's based off of anime. Seeing as how it's classified as an anime fighter, and what makes it unique is that you don't have access to your skills all the time. It has the same cooldown mechanic as like an RPG or like an MMO RPG. And so you have, obviously you have your heavy, or you have your light, and then you have your medium. And if you hit the heavy button, you get like an EX version. So depending on which button you press is depending on the cooldown time, with obviously light being the quickest and the EX being the longest. But overall, the mechanics I felt were great. You didn't have like an instant air dash, which like made, I guess, the movement. It's a very footsie heavy game, basically.
Just hold on, just to throw you out there. I love that the more you go into actual fighting game mechanics, the more sleepy these two are.
All right, I'll cut it short. Basically, it's a fun game.
Eyes are closed.
It's a fun game. If you have the chance, you should definitely go out or definitely play it. If you are a fighting game enthusiast, you should definitely go play it. It's a
part of me was like, why did you even ask this nigga, bro? You knew this shit would happen.
A little bit. Okay.
Hey, we are an informational podcast as well, okay? You jerk. You dick.
Cooldown mechanics.
This is Grumpy
Don't
Rupee
mind
right
me,
here.
folks.
Grumpy
I'm
fucking
sleepy
Rupee.
right now. I am kind of grumpy.
Hella Grumpy Rupee.
Cooldown mechanics, new tech.
The only thing I was thinking was like, this feels like 1v1ing somebody in an MMO, and that don't always feel great.
I don't.
And I played the beta for Weeb Dark Souls Cold Vein, which comes out September 27th.
Yo, how was
way
that?
Better than I thought it was. It's awesome. I really enjoyed it. The weapons are cool. The abilities are dope. There's plenty of different abilities. Shit was hard enough for me to have that Dark Souls rush, but it still seemed easier than Dark Souls, so I think you'll get into it, Justin.
Okay.
The multiplayer functioned. Yeah. September 27th. Code Vein. It's dope. Yay.
Yay.
Guys,
Now,
is it time? Can I do it now?
It,
Can I do it? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
both of our snaps
I
are
know
wet.
that was
Hella
wet.
wet.
There we go.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
There you go. You fucking disgraceful.
Nintendo Direct.
Okay, now we're ready.
The Dragon Quest Hero got announced for Super Smash Brothers coming this summer.
Sick.
Luminary.
Dope. I did not know that. That's dope.
Sick.
Yes.
But there's more.
But there's more. Let's see. I'm just going to run through this list really quickly. Stop me if you want to talk about it. Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition coming September 27th. Luigi's Mansion 3 is still coming out this year.
Yes, stop.
Luigi.
Oh, okay, there we go. You were getting into it already. New
Gooigi.
Luigi and Gooigi. That's which is essentially a Jello slime version of Luigi that you can separate from Luigi, and that can also be a second character, right? So it's like people can jump in and play as Gooigi. Gooigi has a weakness to water, so stay away from water. But it's dope.
Luigi.
Yeah, it adds a whole new gameplay element, which is exciting, and I love when
So
I love when background niggas come to the forefront. So that's dope for Luigi.
He has a weakness to water, and he's goo. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I was actually wondering about that.
I knew about the Gooigi thing. I didn't know about the water thing.
Yeah.
Is this motherfucker made of the same paint shit from Sunshine?
It looks like Ghostbuster-esque, like he's like the Slimer type.
The
Grima.
Slimer.
Grima?
All right.
Slimer.
So-
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I didn't see it. So this
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
the one part I missed.
Cool. All right, let's see. Dark Crystal is getting a tactics game. Cool. Also, there's a new movie coming out on Netflix for Dark Crystal. Yay, if anybody cares.
Nah.
All right, let's see. Legend... Go for it.
No, that's all you, fam.
I feel like you should leave that. I feel like you should leave that till last.
No, not that.
Nah.
Legend Zelda Link's Awakening.
Oh, okay.
Is coming September 20th with a dungeon creator. we're getting a bunch of Mana games. So Trials of Mana coming 2020, and Collection of Mana, which is a bunch of old school
Yeah,
Mana
I want to
series
get
games.
that.
That is out now on Switch, so you can already get that. Witcher 3 complete editions coming this year.
Sick.
They
Yeah, that
showed
game
more
is
stuff
dope.
for Fire Emblem coming out next month. They showed a weird, stupid trailer for not Final Fantasy. Resident Evil 5 and 6 coming this fall.
That was stupid as fuck.
It was so dumb.
Come on, guys.
It was
Like,
a
we
weird
get it.
way
You
of
can
announcing
bring the
that.
Switch wherever you want to. Yay.
And then it showed playing the first Resident Evil.
Right.
All right.
I think that's
Um,
already available. So they're
It
just like,
is.
look at all our Resident Evils. We
It
got
did. It
all
showed
of
like
them.
5 and 6 coming fall, and then it showed all the other ones available already. I'm like, all right. Let's see. No More Heroes 3 is coming next year.
That could be
Excited.
dope. That could
I'm
be
so-
dope.
I'm surprised. Why did they bring that back for random? But that's dope.
Well, there was one that came out this year, but it seemed like a
It
WarioWare type of thing,
It
where it was just a bunch of
wasn't
mini games.
Was it mini games? I thought it was just a top-down shooter.
I don't know. It was
It
weird.
was a
I just know
top-down
it was
shooter,
weird.
and it was the Travis Strikes Back,
Yeah.
and it was pretty much like the fucking I forgot what the name of that game was. It was that shitty small Halo game that or was that a Gears game? I don't know. One of them was a top-down shooter that didn't make it that far. No, it wasn't a
even
Halo
know.
game. It was that that
Halo
one
Wars?
for mobile. No, it was a mobile game that got ported to console. It was a Halo game. It was something Assault or some shit like that.
Spartan Assault or something?
Yeah, Spartan Assault. So pretty much Travis Strikes Back plays like Spartan Assault. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's see. Contra Rogue Corps comes out September 27th, which looks like garbage.
I didn't even realize that was Contra I was looking at.
It looks like a PS2 Contra game.
It does.
I
Yeah.
know I played the shit out of one, but in retrospect, it was not good, and this looks like that. But there's a Contra collection that is out now. That's older Contra games on Switch, so I fucks with that.
Yes, I also fucks with that.
Let's see. Daemon X Machina comes out September 13th. Panzer Dragoon is coming to Switch in winter.
What?
They showed off more Astral Chain, which I was already sold on.
That's the game with the legions.
Oh, that's what you're talking
Yes.
about, bruh.
I know he's so far off when he was telling us about it. He's so
I
far.
had no idea. Astral Chain, my
Yes,
friend.
that game looks dope as fuck.
As soon as they showed it off and said platinum, I was like, sold, take my money.
Yeah, Astral Chain looks the hella dope.
They showed this game Empire of Sin. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is out next month. They showed off a bit more of it. As well as the expansion pass that starts in fall. That's going to include Marvel Knights, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four.
Dope.
Cadence of Hyrule, they showed off more.
Yeah,
It's out, came out today.
So pretty.
Yes, it came out today, so get that. Mario and Sonic Olympic Games is out in November.
Yawn.
For-
Fucking yawn.
Hey, I saw Eggman doing shit, so it was cool. I was like, alright. Animal Crossing New Horizons, I can't fucking wait, comes out in the heavy month of March, on March 20th, 2020. I can't wait for that game. And Justin, I feel you'd get into Animal Crossing. You seem like the type of nigga who'd spend his bells.
You know,
You probably would.
I probably would. I've tried to dive into.
I was
Animal
very
Crossing.
apprehensive on my first one. My first one was New Leaf. I was just like, whatever. Many sleepless nights later, I found myself on that island hunting for beetles so I could pay off this evil slumlord of a raccoon. And he will take my money.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down to dabble.
It's fun. Let's see. The sizzle reel of a bunch of games that are coming to Switch, including Super Lucky Tail, which is interesting. Another Microsoft Studio game. And then Banjo-Kazooie coming to Switch. or to
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
Why
it's
did
a
it?
Smash
Why did it
Brothers.
take so long? I'm like really confused.
Because
about
that's
that.
Because Microsoft
throwing
has
their hat in
owned-
the ring, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're-
Microsoft
they're-
owns Rare.
They're
Oh.
mean people.
For years. They've owned them for years.
Phil Spencer said the meeting for that to happen was just really easy. It was just, hey, can we put him in there? Oh, well, for surely.
Because they're not using him for anything, right? Microsoft hasn't put out a game.
The last Banjo-Kazooie game that came out was Nuts and Bolts, and it was trash.
Yeah, I think they're trying to like not hurt Banjo anymore, like the way Crash got hurt when he had all those tattoos. Bam, separate reference in like 3 episodes.
Right.
I still don't remember this.
Once again, I wasn't that excited for Banjo either because it was already leaked that he was going to be a character. So
But they've been quote unquote leaking Banjo for fucking Smash Brothers since Brawl.
that's just what people wanted.
That's why I said
wasn't
quote
leaked.
unquote leaking.
It wasn't leaking. It was just like, please put him in. Do it. Please.
I'd never believe anybody when they say, "Hey, they finally did it." No, you gotta show me with Smash Brothers.
Tell me 10 years ago Banjo-Kazooie's coming to Smash. I'm just smacking the shit out of you.
That was like a third of the roster, though. Like, there's so many
I know.
people in here who are like,
Cloud?
"He's gonna be in Smash." I'm like, get
Yeah.
your fanfic away from me, bitch.
Ryu, Ken.
How many?
Right?
How many Fire Emblem
How many
characters?
more are they planning on releasing? Do we know? Have they said what their cap is going to be? Just two
more.
more?
There's 2 more.
2 more, and then
There's
just
2 more in this
Two more
Fighter
and they're
Pass.
done.
or just for this
That's
pass.
for what we know. They said Fighter Pass. They didn't say there was Fighter Pass 1 or 2.
Okay.
They just said it's going to take about a year. That it's slated out to February 2020. When we'll be getting
Any
characters.
predictions of who the next 2? Are there any leaks?
There's gonna be a.
Are there any
Fighter Pass
leaks?
3 and 4.
There is. I can't remember one, but I believe one was Doom Guy.
Nah.
But okay. So for Mortal Kombat though,
I'll take Chief over Doom Guy.
so for Mortal Kombat, they announced their fighters pass, their season pass characters. So Spawn's coming to it, Sindel.
I figured Spawn was
Shang
gonna
Tsung's
come.
up. So yeah, that was one of the things. But there were 2 guest characters that they didn't say, and there was a chainsaw at the end of the trailer, and
Oh.
everybody was thinking Ash from the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
But during Bethesda's conference, when they were showing off Doom, like for their new mode that they're including, it sounded awfully like the Mortal Kombat announcer. It said "final round" and then that Mortal Kombat fight. Like it had that. So with that,
Darren with his theories.
in
Darren with
Doom,
the
he has a
theories.
chainsaw right now.
Wait, but
Yeah,
didn't
Doom guy
didn't the guy that played Ash in the Evil Dead, wasn't he
He might be trolling.
You think he's trolling?
There's a high chance he's trolling because these 2 things are correlating too close to one another.
Wait, what did he do?
Why
just
is
then?
this?
Huh?
What did he
So
The actor.
he said he was just like, "Oh, I'd love to be in Mortal Kombat."
Oh yeah, so he's been on like
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff, like just really kind of egging
But
it on.
Bruce Campbell will just talk though. Like
Yeah, I
that
mean he
sounds
will,
just like
yeah.
shit
but-
Bruce Campbell would say if you asked him any other day. If would you like to be in Mortal Kombat? Hell yeah, I'd like to be in Mortal Kombat. Like
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell has
But-
found a way to be 3 different people in the fucking Spider-Man movies, and that has slipped right under people's noses.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, he was the ring announcer in number 1. I think he was the fucking shitty hotel guy in number 3. I forgot who he was in number 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But so with these leaks for Smash Brothers, like I said, I believe Doom Guy was one of them, but also they said Eldrick from Dragon Quest was going to be a character, but the character they announced was the Luminary from Dragon Quest 11. But then it showed 3 other Dragon Quest protagonists show up, and I'm not even sure if they're just different
like skins?
They're all skins, yeah.
But it looked like they had all
Or are
had
you
different
talking
abilities.
about at the end? Or
No,
you're
at
talking
the
about the
beginning.
protagonist? No,
The protagonist.
Protagonists are skins, yeah.
Because I don't know if they just didn't show everything initially, like when they showed the Luminaries gameplay, but then it showed all the other ones doing different things. So I'm like, I don't know. Or Echo Fighters. That would be cool.
I don't think
So-
they're Echo Fighters.
We'll see.
They probably just have a move that visibly varies, or some shit like that.
Can we
Mhm.
get another Sonic character? Knuckles, maybe? I feel like Knuckles would be dope.
Knuckles is already
A shitty assist trophy.
he's a assist trophy already. Yeah. But so to close this all off, they ended the direct with showing off stuff from Breath of the Wild, but for them to announce that it's the sequel to Breath of the Wild is in development.
Yo,
And-
so I just want to say that fucking music that accompanied that trailer, creepy
It was all
as fuck.
reversed. It was reversed.
It was backmasked, and
Yeah.
I'm fine with backmasking music. That shit was legit creepy.
It was creepy.
It was the creepiest backmasking I've heard ever.
They said that this game is planning to be darker than Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
No, are you serious?
Did you not see that undead Ganon?
I mean, I did, but I mean, I don't think I put two and two together.
I'm fucking with that.
Yes.
Because I saw that, I was just like, fuck, I don't want to have to buy Breath of the Wild again. And then I saw a sequel, I was like, I'll buy that though.
I'll buy that. Let's go.
All right.
So yeah, so overall, how did you guys feel this E3 was?
There's one game that we didn't talk about.
What is that? Because we talked about it.
Destroy All Humans.
That got announced before E3, that's why I didn't talk about it. But yes, Destroy All Humans is coming back, as well as SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh my god.
Cool. Can we end the show now?
Again,
He's so tired.
again, I'm
He
missing
totally.
nostalgia. I'm excited for Destroy All Humans. I remember being hyped for that kid.
I played the fuck out of
Yeah.
it, but I don't think I'll like it now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It looks pretty fun being an alien and doing your shit. Like all the shit that didn't really look real when you were a kid now looks a lot more realistic. Like I fucks with
You
it.
really can
they've-
kill shit now.
They've talked about combining some of the elements from number 2, which I never played, but putting those into number 1, and
That was cool, from what I remember.
being able to use like multiple of your powers at the same time and not being limited to just one at a time. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems cool though. I'm pumped for it. I'll play it. Maybe it will come up on
Yeah.
what's the thing that Xbox has, the Game Pass or whatever. So one of
Game
those
Pass.
games you don't necessarily buy, but you'll play it.
Right.
Possibly. But yeah, so thoughts on E3? How'd you guys feel about this year? I personally thought it was alright.
Yeah, I thought
Even
it was
Nintendo's, I
meh.
wasn't even too pumped for Nintendo, honestly.
I mean, I was
'Cause it
excited
was-
for 7.
But we knew
Um,
about that already.
Exactly, we knew it was coming though, so
But still, I was still excited for 7.
Were there
that-
any
that
big
was-
reveals? Like big reveals?
for me the thing that I got most hyped about that I didn't know about was Phantasy Star.
Yeah, Fantasy Star was dope. Yep.
Phantasy Star being announced, me seeing Animal Crossing, of course seeing everything for 7 made me happy. Even Final Fantasy 8, it got leaked earlier before that conference. I knew about it earlier.
I didn't
in
know
the day.
that. I didn't
was
know
just
it got leaked.
This is a cool off year, you know. You have announcement years and cool off years. This is
Agreed.
where we just found out more about the shit we already knew.
We have the next generation around the corner, so
Yep.
Yeah.
next year's gonna be the year to go to E3.
Yeah, and I think we should definitely plan on doing that. I really do.
My one and only time going to E3 was the year that the PS4 and Xbox One came out, and if I go again, next year would be the year I want to go.
And I really do
See
think
them
we should
again.
plan for that. I really do. I really think we should do that.
So, who knows how relevant E3 will be by next year, honestly, though. The way that all these companies are kind of stepping away and doing their own things is a big part of it.
Yeah.
And even, so I forgot to mention this, but Square did an interview with Game Informer, I believe, and they said that they want to try to find a way to bring their entire collection digitally. So, so they just said that one of their big problem with especially their older games is that they lose the code for stuff.
Right.
Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VIII. They said that they had to talk to an employee they had to talk to somebody who used to work for the company who doesn't anymore because they had the information on their PC. And this is for a game that they've brought back out.
Right.
So if they didn't get in contact with that employee, we would have never gotten a game.
Right.
And they're not elaborating on which games they have that issue with, of course, but they said that they want to try to do that, and even the idea of a subscription service is something that they're considering. So Square has the catalog for stuff like that, but we see Ubisoft doing it, we see Google Stadia, we see Microsoft, like all these different companies are going digital or subscription in some way. So that could lead to a lot of interesting things for the industry going forward, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But yeah, any last things, guys? I know Deontay just wants to go to sleep.
Yeah, that dude he is so sleepy.
I'm wondering why the fuck you're still talking.
Well, with that, everybody,
Grumpy
we
Rupee.
will call this
Grumpy
a
Rupee.
Grumpy Rupee.
good night and fun first E3 conversation. Next time we do this, we won't do it so fucking late.
Yes, Cameron.
For real, Deontay. Hey, can I just say,
No
it
defense.
might be because we're tired or something, but I don't think we've dropped the N-word one time during this whole conversation.
You did.
We
It was
have
you.
several times.
Yeah,
several
several
times.
times.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. Maybe
It's
I'm
just-
just immune to this shit now.
Whatever.
I've said it a couple times too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right, so, yeah, we're the Rusty Rupees. You can follow us at Rusty Rupees, except on
It's really trying to
fucking
bounce.
Twitter, where we are Rusty Rupees with 2 Y's. I am 13 Cross. That's 13 Cross. Spell it out. Don't be lazy. I'm here with my buddies, Darren.
Find me at XX Shadow Okami, XX, Twitter, Instagram, PlayStation, all the above.
Justin.
You can catch me at RoNinja23 on, I think Twitter, and then you can check me out on Twitch as well.
And Cameron.
I'm Cameron. You can find me on Twitter, on Snapchat, maybe even
So you
Facebook.
can find this nigga at Fly.
That's FLYRITCHIE, and there is a story behind that, but that is for another fucking day. And also, I just recently created a Twitch Prime, so you can find me on that. I'm not broadcasting, but I am watching.
Hey.
Everyone, I'm watching.
All of us on
Creepy
Twitch.
ass. Yeah,
Follow us at that
yeah,
Rusty
we're
Rupees
trying to
on
get
Twitch.
we're trying to get our purple rupee on Twitch as well.
I'm trying to get this nap.
We need to get this nigga
Yeah, he's done. Okay.
a system.
Yeah, we do. We need something working.
Hey.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you for the fun, and as always, stay rusty.
Stay rusty.
These are the type of niggas who stay in your doorway when you talking about something. So, what y'all gonna do now?
What?